Kings and the Devils, Game 6. The Kings leading at 3-2. Daryl, from the New Jersey side, the Devils trying to make it a series. Well, it is a series. They were down 3-0 early. They've won the last 2 games. What are you expecting here tonight as the Devils try and tie it up?
Well, I think the Devils come in. They're a relaxed hockey club. I think a little bit more pressure maybe upon them tonight, being that they battled back to this point in the series. They'll probably recognize that, and they know that they get from the Kings standpoint, they're going to play against a desperate hockey club. I think they're going to have to come out and be a little bit more aggressive, maybe not sit back on their heels like they did the other night. They can't afford to let the Kings take the game away to them the way they did in the first 10 minutes. They can't put all the pressure on their goaltender. They're going to look to their big guns, guys like Parise, Ilya Kovalchuk, that has been pretty silent throughout the course of the series, to be a little bit more noticeable offensively. Doesn't necessarily mean they've got to score goals, but they'd like to see them take the initiative, carry the puck across the offensive line, put a little bit more heat on the Kings defense. But from New Jersey's standpoint, they're in a situation that a week ago they felt they probably wouldn't have been in, so this is bonus time for them. But now they've got to come here and win another one in order to get the home ice advantage and go back to New Jersey.
And from the Kings' standpoint, Darryl, we talked about it in the pregame. I think a lot of the players, particularly maybe the younger players, the Kopitars, the Dowdies, maybe even goaltender Jonathan Quick, are kind of using Game 4. When the Kings hit the ice here for Game 4, they knew they had a chance to win the Cup on home ice. They felt, looking back on it, that maybe there were too many distractions leading up to Game 4. And from what we could gather yesterday at practice, earlier today, the Kings are trying to eliminate all of that and just go out there and not worry, although it's got to be natural to think about where you're at, obviously.
Yeah, I think it does, but I think probably this game now is a little bit more like being on the road. I think, all those distractions from Game 4, at that point, the Kings were 15-2 in the playoffs. Things were going unbelievably for them. I think now they recognize how tough it is in order to get that last victory. They have a lot of respect for the New Jersey Devils. They know how hard that they've played. Coming into this one, I think also the family and friends, the people that are around, they know how to handle the situation as well. They're not going to be sitting there patting the guys in the back, talking about what you're going to do after. They know that they've got to go out and get the job done on the ice. They've seen what has happened and what has unfolded in the last couple of days. Not that the Kings have played poorly, but just how focused that you have to be. And the Kings approach it as they have done throughout the playoffs. They stayed downtown last night. They had a pregame meal as a group, and that's the important thing. These guys are very comfortable around each other. They'll bring that same approach in, and we'll see how much they've learned in the last week.
And as this series has progressed, now 5 games with the Kings up 3-2, the margin of error has been the slimmest. Games with bounces, posts that were hit, not hit, can mean the difference in a win or a loss, and I guess everybody is expecting more of the same here tonight.
They do, and I think there's more pressure upon New Jersey tonight than there have been in the last couple of games as well. They relax, they've got nothing to lose, but for the first time, they can battle right back and even the series up within 1 game. So you've got to make sure that you make those opportunities count. You've got to go the extra mile. It's those one-on-one battles, coming out of corners, driving towards the front of the net. You've got to be better than the other guy. You've got to execute better, and it might mean getting body position. It might mean outworking them. You've got to shorten your shifts. It's all the little things that have been told to you, not only in this playoff, but throughout the regular season, throughout your career being a hockey player. You've just got to put it all together. And you've also got to believe in the guys that you're out there with. You've got to trust them to do their job. And if everybody's able to come out and do that, it sets the stage for a great game. And both teams probably feel if they execute their game plan to a T, their team will come out on top.
And Darryl, this far into the postseason, both teams are going to utilize everybody that they have. And we have seen it throughout the course of the Stanley Cup final. Lines 1 through 4 getting their share of ice time. So anybody can be a difference maker.
They really can, and I think in games like this, as we've seen so many times throughout the playoffs, it's not necessarily the star players that are the guys that make the difference. They're definitely the guys that dictate the tone and the pace of the game. But you get a goal from a fourth line, a third line, a defenseman that's not accustomed to scoring a lot of goals. That is a huge boost for your hockey club, and that might see what might happen tonight.
Most of the playoffs here in the Stanley Cup final have been played at even strength, 5-on-5. Not a lot of power play opportunities. The Kings only have 11 in 5 games. They have gone 3 for 11. New Jersey just 1 goal, and that was the Zach Parise goal in Game 5. their only goal on the power play in 17 opportunities. So I would expect, Daryl, I expect that this game, if it is a deciding game, the Kings win, obviously, they win the Stanley Cup, is going to be determined 5-on-5.
I believe so as well. New Jersey, a very disciplined hockey club. We haven't seen a lot of power plays. Coming into the series, the Kings had averaged 5.3 power plays per game. That has gone down a lot. A lot of it has to do with New Jersey, and I think the officials have done a great job at allowing these teams to play. They've kind of set the tone. This is what we're going to call. This is what we're not going to call. Neither team has tried to take advantage of it. It's been an aggressive series with a lot of physicality, but both teams have played within the rules, and I think that's why we've seen as much 5-on-5 hockey to this point.
Head coach of the Kings is Daryl Sutter. He took over in December for Terry Murray. The head coach of the New Jersey Devils in his first year, he took over last summer, is Peter DeBoer. And Daryl, both coaches tweaked the lineups since earlier in the series. After Game 2, the Kings put in veteran Simon Gagne, and Gagne will continue. He'll be in the lineup here tonight for Game 6.
I think when you look at it, bringing those veterans in, and I think both coaches have talked about it, it's a comfort thing for them. It's a situation where they feel very good in. They help. It brings a little bit of experience. It also brings some fresh legs and a fresh mind as well into your lineup. It happened, and it was a positive thing for the New Jersey Devils. Even though it hasn't reflected in the Kings and winning games, I think Simon Gagne has done some good things. He's created some opportunities. He hasn't capitalized yet, but all it takes is one. And if he's able to do that here in Game 6, that'll be something that the Kings will look for, and it could be a difference in the game.
And in the last 2 games for New Jersey, they made a couple of changes. They got some veterans in, and they're 2-0, 2 wins in 2 games with Henrik Thalinder in on the blue line and Peter Sikora in up front.
Yeah, you look at the 2 guys that they bring in, good-sized bodies. I think that allows them. They fit in well with the New Jersey Devils' style of play. Sikora, he played the majority of the playoffs for them, so he doesn't come in a uncomfortable way. You know, I think Thalinder back in the blue line, he hadn't played for a long period of time. He comes in very fresh. I'm very impressed the way that he's been able to adapt. Expect him to play well in his first game, but I think carrying on into the next game, very impressed with the way he was able to manage his minutes, stay within his structure, and play with the composure that he has. And it's definitely been a bonus for the New Jersey Devils, having those 2 guys in the lineup and again putting them in a comfort zone.
Thalinder paired with another veteran, Marek Zhidlitsky, since he got into the lineup in Game 4. And Peter Sikora on a line with Dinas Zubris and Patrick Elias, seasoned veterans indeed. Close to 400 games of NHL playoff experience for the trio of forwards, Zubris with Sikora and Elias. We take a look at the scratches and injuries brought to you by Flat Rate Movers. Flat Rate takes moving seriously, so you don't have to. The Kings will go with the same lineup from the previous game. So Simon Gagne stays in. Scratched the 1 injury, Scott Parse, who had hip surgery earlier this season. So the healthy scratches are Drewski, Muzzin, Jones, Westgarth, Loktionov, Richardson, and Kyle Clifford. And for the New Jersey Devils, their scratches will be Adam Larson, Peter Harold, 2 defensemen, forwards Jacob Josephson, Tim Sestito, along with Eric Bolton and Cam Jansen. Jonathan Quick, Martin Brodeur, the starting goaltenders. And Daryl, Jonathan Quick continues to put up just record-breaking numbers. He has played every second in the Stanley Cup playoffs for the Kings. This will be his 20th start, a 1.43 goals against in the finals, a goals against of 1.12.
It's amazing the even keel that he has played at. Even the other night in New Jersey, after giving up the puck that led to the Devils' first goal, he went right back in there like he was starting a new game. And I think that is so important, the message that he sends to his hockey club. He felt bad about it, but it didn't affect anything the way that he played. His aggressive style, the way he went out and challenged shots, and you can expect the same thing out of him. He has really matured so much in this past season. He did a great job throughout the entire season. He experienced a lot of things here in postseason that he never experienced before in his life, and bringing him here to the finals to this point, I look for Jonathan Quick to stand up and have an outstanding game tonight.
Martin Brodeur at the other end will have something to say about the success of the Kings. Daryl, at the age of 40, seems to be getting better the more he plays here in the finals.
And that's what you call a savvy veteran. I think he's learned so much from the experience. He's seen so many things that a lot of goaltenders will never see throughout his career. And, the situations that he's in, the pressure that is on, the way that your teammates react to pressure. And he knows that he's a calming factor for his team, so he's got to play with that composure. Even if inside it's driving him nuts, he's got to still sit there and show that. And I think he has done that. He's done a remarkable job, especially in the last couple of games. With the Devils' backs up against the wall, he has been their best player.
Speaking of best players, the Kings' top 3 scorers from the regular season are their top 3 scorers here in the Stanley Cup playoffs, led by Andrei Kopitar with 19 points, 8 goals and 11 assists. Dustin Brown, 7 goals, 17 points. Brown has cooled after a tremendous start the first 2 rounds against Vancouver and St. Louis. Dustin now without a goal in his last 9 games, but still playing physically. And Justin Williams, who had the Kings goal the other night, 15 points, including 4 goals. So, Darryl, the Kings' top line, averaging a goal a game, 19 goals in 19 playoff games. And for the Devils, Pete DeBoer, their head coach, has put together their top 3 scorers as a line since midway through game 2, really. Ilya Kovalchuk, 8 goals, 19 points. Zach Parise, 8 goals, 15 points. Zajac, 7 goals, 14 points. And like the Kings' top line, they have averaged a goal a game in the playoffs.
Yeah, both lines for the respective teams have done exactly what you expect your best players to do. In this final series, Ilya Kovalchuk has not maybe been the dominant player that you expect. He's probably got some injuries, doesn't seem to be challenging. Zajac in the middle, a big body, he's lugging the puck around. Zach Parise, very similar to what Dustin Brown does without the physical part, but he does not have to show up on the score sheet. Pete DeBoer talked about it, the stuff that he brings, the intangibles, specialty teams, power play, penalty kill, the things he says in the locker room, the things he says on the bench. He's a calming factor for his hockey club. That line has done a good job at maintaining an even play with the Kopitar line. And I think that if the either line for the respective team can get the other upper hand on the other team, I think that's the team that's going to find himself on top at the end of the night.
Game 6, Stanley Cup final here at Staples Center. The Kings are up 3-2, a win tonight. And it's Los Angeles Kings playoff history, their first ever Stanley Cup championship. The opening face-off when we come back. You're listening to the 2012 Stanley Cup playoffs on the Kings Radio Network.
A Kings goal is always exciting. Something else always exciting is winning at San Manuel Indian Bingo and Casino. With 3,000 slot machines, poker action around the clock, and high-stakes bingo, winning at San Manuel comes in many forms, just like at a Kings game. When you're ready for some winning excitement, get over to San Manuel and Highland off the 210 freeway. Must be 21 to enter casino. Please gamble responsibly. San Manuel. Like them on Facebook. Follow them on Twitter.
Fun party, but it's getting kind of late.
We could keep the party going at McDonald's.
Okay.
Great. Let's get a nice cold drink or something. Oh, man. Hope she orders a small drink. Small.
Welcome to McDonald's. Large Diet Coke, please.
Oh, boy.
That'll be $1. And for you, sir?
Nothing. Wait, did you just say $1?
Uh-huh.
Really? You know what? I'll have a large Coke.
Any size soft drink at McDonald's is just $1, including Coca-Cola, sweet tea, and Dasani bottled water. $1 fits all at participating McDonald's, a la carte only.
Hey, LA Kings fans, come by your local Hooters restaurant to watch LA Kings games on high-def TVs with the world-famous Hooter Girls. They also feature a full bar with a late-night happy hour, and the kitchen is open until midnight every night. Don't forget about their Tuesday all-you-can-eat wings night and kids eat free on Sundays. Visit westcoasthooters.com for more details. Hooters, official sponsor of your LA Kings. Hooters makes you happy. Oh, yeah!
It's time to join the kingdom.
Kopitar shoots, he scores!
The pride, passion, and power of the LA Kings. In high definition on Fox Sports West. With the addition of Mike Richards and Jeff Carter, the Kings' time has come. Don't miss a minute of the action as they strive for a new crown. If you can't make it to the game, we'll bring the game to you. Kings hockey, all season long on Fox Sports West.
Flat Rate takes moving seriously so you don't have to. That's why Flat Rate has teamed up with the Kings to offer fans a special Power Play moving package so you can spend more time watching that hat trick while they take care of packing your hats. Remember, whether you're moving around the block or across the frozen pond, Flat Rate has you covered and will meet all your moving needs, even the ones you're not aware of. Don't get bodychecked by another moving company. Flat Rate knows what's important to you. Go Kings! Attention Los Angeles Kings fans! The Fans' Choice is the newest place for you to support your Kings and your community. Because of your dedication, gain exclusive access to fantastic coupons from local businesses. Registration is free, so hurry and sign up for a chance to win Kings home game tickets and save money on your day-to-day shopping. The Fans' Choice, under the Shop tab on your LA Kings homepage. LAKings.com. LAKings.com.
There's only one way to enjoy all the action of Kings hockey at Staples Center. LA Kings 2012-2013 full season ticket plans are on sale now, but going quickly. Call 888-KINGS-LA or visit lakings.com/season-tix, CIX, for more info and to reserve your spot for next season. The two clubs out on the ice. We get set for the opening faceoff in Game 6. The Kings up 3-2, a win tonight, and they win a Stanley Cup championship. Referees for Game 6, Dan O'Rourke and Chris Rooney. The linesmen, Jean Morin and Pierre Rossico. And the Kings with Jonathan Quick will set up and defend to our right here in the first period. Defensively, Rob Scuderi with Drew Doughty. They start the Kopitar line with Williams and Brown. Martin Brodeur in goal for the Devils. Defensively, they start Mark Fain with Andy Green, and they'll start their big line, Travis Zajac with Ilya Kovalchuk and Zach Parise. And right now, the two clubs line up at their respective blue lines. The fans standing here at Staples Center, and we'll get the playing and singing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pia Toscano.
Pia, who has been a fixture here during the 2012 playoffs, another great rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner. The Kings with Jonathan Quick defending to our right here in the first period. 40-year-old legend Martin Brodeur to our left. Brodeur has been in goal for the three Devils Stanley Cups in their franchise history. First one in 1995, then in 2000, and again in 2003. For the Devils, their fifth trip to the finals. They lost the finals to Colorado in 2001. And, of course, for the Kings, their second trip. First was 19 years ago, 1993, the Gretzky era. And Montreal took out the Kings that year 4-1. The Kings leading 3-2. Kopitar, Brown, Williams will start against Zajac, Parise, and Kovalchuk. And off the draw, the puck is swept into the King zone by Zajac. Quick plays it to his right for Doughty, who feeds Kopitar. Kopitar for Brown on left wing. To the Devils line. Brown moving down low, got rubbed out. Williams in for the puck to Brown. Brown spinning, tried to make a play. He's bumped off the puck, winds up at the blue line. Scuderi sends it back in deep. Williams tied up by Andy Green, and the Devils play it ahead to center ice for Kovalchuk. To the Kings line, a shot goes off Scuderi's leg and into the corner. Zajac pinned there by Doughty as Jeff Carter sends out Brown. Through center ice, Brown over the line. Brown stutter steps. Stops up, hits the trailer. Scuderi, a shot blocked. Puck kept in by the Kings. Brown sweeps it in towards the net. Saved Brodeur, and then after it went off Brodeur in the end dasher boards, Brodeur will cover up again.
Oh, good job there by Dustin Brown moving down the left side. Maybe you might want to challenge the defenseman early on there, especially when you're looking to move the puck up high. The Devils have done a great job with their back check. Their forwards have come back aggressively. They're taking away that play. The Kings, and even in Game 5, penetrated, were able to get the puck down low, but unable to get that lane to the net. So that might mean just putting the puck to the net, even if it's an easy save for Brodeur, it might create an offensive zone faceoff.
Scoreless just underway here in Game 6 at Staples. Mike Richards with Jeff Carter, Dustin Penner the line out now. Willie Mitchell paired with Voinov. Patrick Elias in for the draw for the Devils. Patrick Elias, the seasoned veteran for sure, his 162nd career playoff game. Face off to the right of Brodeur. The Kings win the draw. The puck out to Willie Mitchell. Throws it in down low. It's blocked by Zubris. Not cleared. And a second chance. The Devils will get it to center ice. Voinov will hammer it back in. Goes off a stick. Sikora's and out of play. So a face-off in the neutral zone.
And both coaches trying to get as many players on the ice here early, get the legs going, get a little bit of body contact, get those jitters away. I think both teams, when you look leading up into this game, you've had a lot of time to think in the afternoon about what's going to happen. I think once you get through a shift or two, you take some contact, get a shot, all of a sudden that disappears, and the game takes over.
Jontov with Ryan Carter and Bernier. Richards' line stays out off the draw. Martinez will hammer it in. Brodeur plays it behind his net into the corner. Picked up by Salvador. He outlets to Ryan Carter. His pass at center ice to Gianta. Gianta bumped, but he got the puck down into the Kings' end. Quick out, feeding Martinez. Across on right wing, picked up by Carter. Carter for Richards in the air. The puck deflected down the ice by Richards. Volchenkov fired it off a linesman, got it back on left wing, and now he gains the red line and flips it in behind the Kings' net. Kings moving right to left offensively, opening period scoreless. Martinez, cross ice, Trevor Lewis speeds into the zone to the circle, a shot off a stick and wide. On the left wing boards, Dwight King. King for Lewis to the net, a shot blocked, never got through. Stoll chasing down, got it to King, back to the blue line to Doughty with a shot wide. Scuderi left side, Scuderi a centering pass, tip, save is made. Stoll got a piece of it. Brodeur tracked it, and the Devils will clear it down.
Good play there by Scuderi going down the left side boards. He just put the puck at the net, and Jared Stoll drove to the top of the crease. He redirected him, and I believe the goaltender Brodeur denied the chance.
Kings on a shoot, and big hit by Brown. The puck to the blue line. Voinov, a shot save. Rebound, bounces to the left circle. Brown spins, a shot is blocked. Jidlitsky away with it for the Devils. Backhands it through center and down the ice. Foot race, Clarkson and Mitchell. Mitchell tied up by Clarkson. Now Mitchell gets help down low from Brown and Kopitar. The puck to Voinov. Voinov couldn't clear it. Held in by Henrique. Sends it in down low. Mitchell again will try it. Feeds it up the wall. And Kopitar away with it. Can't clear. Held in by New Jersey. Fed back down low by Volchenkov. But Kopitar now feeds it to Voinov. Gets it back. Kopitar to the Devils line. Kopitar to the circle. He centers in front. The pass is blocked. He tried to get it to Williams. And then Kopitar tripped up. Hooking will be the call on New Jersey.
Well, that's a great individual effort there by Andrzej Kopitar. He miscued with the puck in his own zone, but once he got it back in the neutral zone, he did a good job at attacking the defense. Volchenkov, he latches on to Kopitar's. Kopitar beat him to the inside. That's what the Kings have to have more of from Kopitar with his size, his strength and power. If he doesn't get through, he's going to drop penalties as he did right there.
The penalty on Volchenkov for hooking at 3:01. Scoreless first period. Kings power play 3 of 11 here in the final. Stoll, Penner, Carter out. Off the draw, Doughty with it. Power play Kings. Doughty in the middle up high. Doughty off to Carter. Carter with a shot blocked, and the puck deflects down the ice. Doughty back for it, tied up by Parisi. And now offside called on the Devils as Parisi put himself offside with his up ice pressure on Drew Doughty.
Well, the Kings have got to make sure, even when they're on the power play here, the New Jersey Devils, very aggressive on the penalty kill. 15 shorthanded goals. That was tops in the NHL this year. They've got some great skaters up front, so you've got to make sure that you get that puck past those guys, because if they block it, it goes behind you. With the speed that they have, they're going to get themselves a good chance.
Devils only one shorthanded goal in the playoffs. Kings on a power play. Devils dump it in. Kings moving right to left offensively. Mike Richards, the center ice, cutting to his right, feeds it off on right wing. Stoll over the line. A shot. Save is made by Brodeur. Stoll with a look from the right circle. And the Devils up with a loose puck. And Zubris will clear.
Well, not a bad look for Jared Stoll. The unfortunate thing was there was nobody driving off the left side. If there's somebody coming into that lane, that'll distract the goaltender, because then Brodeur's got to be watching for the threat of a pass.
Power play continues. Doughty over the line, but offside. Justin Williams, as Williams jumped in ahead of Doughty, who carried the puck into the attacking zone.
Well, the Kings have been able to filter their way through the neutral zone. One shot on goal with the man advantage here. They've been able to get to the offensive blue line with speed. The guy carrying the puck up the middle of the ice is trying to freeze the defense for the Devils with speed coming down the other side. That allowed the Kings to be able to penetrate and get the puck into the zone with possession of it.
Williams jumps the gun again here as he moved before the puck was dropped. They'll reset and do it again. Kopitar, Brown, Williams, Mitchell, and Voinov now out. Power play has 1:06 left. Scoreless first period here in Game 6. Staples Center, the venue. Kings win tonight, and they win their first ever Stanley Cup championship. Now Brown in on the draw. Won by Zajac. Puck deep in the Devils' zone. Salvador rims it around the boards. Knocked down by Kopitar, but cleared by Gianta. Willie Mitchell back for the puck. He's pressured by Zajac. Mitchell moves behind his own net. Fed it up the wall to Voinov. Now for Kopitar to Voinov. And for Williams at center ice. To the Devils line. Williams a shot off a stick and out of play. Zhilitsky got a stick on that Williams attempt from the high slot.
Well, New Jersey has done a great job with their gap control. When the Kings have been trying to get the pucks through to the net, New Jersey is not allowing the Kings very much room. They're staying uptight, and what allows them to be able to do that is with the pressure coming from every side, you don't have the threat of the Kings moving laterally, and you know that through layers, they're going to have to go through somebody else in order to get to the net. That's allowing them to get sticks and bodies in lanes.
Kings 44 seconds left on a Bud Light power play. Devils win the draw, and Andy Green will slap it all the way down on goal. Quick will stop it, and picked up by Doughty. Doughty with room out of his zone. Feeds it on left wing. Voinov with it. He'll dump it in. Brodeur out to play it to his right. Knocked down by Brown, but he couldn't control. Elias does through center ice. Short-handed over the line. Elias feeds it left circle. Shot. Save is made by Quick, and the bid by Zubris. Short-handed bid by Dinas Zubris. Elias a shot from the left wing boards. Kicked out by Quick. Brown the other way. 10 seconds in the power play. Brown to the Devils line is checked. And here's Zubris the other way to center. Gains the red line and will flip it down. The Devils have killed the penalty. Quick feeding Voinov. Scoreless first period for Stoll. Stoll to center ice. Stoll on right wing. Got upended. Puck to Dwight King. Carries it down low. The rookie Dwight King in the corner. Feeds it out to Doughty. Doughty left side to Mitchell. Mitchell with a wrist shot. Pounces on save. Rebound in front. Cleared away by Parisi, who lifts it out to center ice.
Well, a play there by Mitchell, an innocent play, not a hard shot. Dwight King may have got a piece of it as the puck bounced to the goaltender, and Brodeur was able to just put it past the forechecker there, preventing him from getting a rebound.
Turnover, King, Kovalchuk, right wing into the zone with a shot, and that's deflected wide. Here's Colin Fraser behind his net. Feeds it off for Dwight King. King wins a board battle and got the puck out to center ice. Now a loose puck in the Kings zone. Henrique couldn't get a shot. Left wing side, Ponikarovsky. A chance deflected over the crossbar, and the Kings clear. Volchenkov will hammer it back in. Willie Mitchell takes over for Fraser. And now to Simone Gagne. Gagne checked at the Kings line, got the puck out. Gianta hammers it right back in. And as the Devils play it in the left wing boards, delayed offside. And there was contact along the boards there on Ryan Carter by Matt Green, but offside, New Jersey. We'll take a timeout. 13:45 left, opening period, Game 6. No score, Kings Devils. You're listening to the Stanley Cup playoffs on the Kings Radio Network.
My boy Barry. Pride, passion, and power, baby, if you're looking to be cool. You need to be at the coolest game on earth? Come on, Barry'sTickets.com is your place to go for the best selection of tickets to see your Los Angeles Kings featuring Dustin Brown, Anze Kopitar, and Mike Richards. Don't miss out on the opportunity to see the action of live hockey. There's nothing like it. It's at Staples Center. Call Barry's Tickets now at 877-YO-BARRY. 877-YO-BARRY, or log on to Barry'sTickets.com. Let Barry hook it up!
Disc Sports and Spine Center is a proud sponsor of the LA Kings. As Southern California's top specialist in sports medicine and spine care, Disc is the leading provider of minimally invasive spine surgery, advanced arthroscopic techniques, and orthopedic services. And with convenient state-of-the-art facilities in Beverly Hills, Marina Del Rey, and now Newport Beach, Disc is always there when you need them. So if you're injured or suffering on the sidelines, let Disc's experts help you get back in the game. For more info, log on to discmdgroup.com.
13:45 left, opening period. No score. The shots even at 3 apiece. The Kings filling on a power play chance earlier. And we'll get a face-off at center ice. Fraser, Jordan Nolan, and Simone Gagne. Fourth line for the Kings, out against the fourth line for the Devils. Gianta, Bernier, and Ryan Carter. Kings control the draw. Martinez across to Matt Green. Fires it up the wall and off Nolan's stick down the ice. They wave off the icing. Back for it is Gianta. Behind his net, reverses it around. Ryan Carter with a pass to Bernier. He turned it over. Held in by Gagne. His pass down low, blocked, and cleared by the Devils. Kings take over. Gagne feeding back for Matt Green. To Martinez. Up the left wing to the red line. He'll hammer it in wide of Brodeur. They change on the go. Volchenkov for the Devils takes over. Stretch pass on right wing. Bernier bumped by Martinez, and Bernier shoots it in. Quick teeing it up for Voinov. Voinov pressured by Elias. Quick shot from the left wing board. Save is made. Sikora let that go as Voinov got pressured. Now Sikora in the right wing corner. Battling with Martinez. Sikora leaving it for Zubris. Pushes it behind the net. Nobody there for New Jersey. Voinov up with it. Voinov will clear it through center ice and down into the New Jersey end. Fain back for it. His pass knocked down, held in. Richards to the net. A shot blocked. Devils continue to block a lot of shots. Zubris left wing. Cutting to the right. Feeds it left circle. The pass broken up. Zubris got it back. Zubris bumped by Penner. Got it in down low in the corner. Sikora for Zubris behind the net. Wrapped up by Mike Richards. Zubris fights off the check. Brings it to the left circle. Threw it behind the net for Elias. Elias dumps it out left point. Shot from there. Tipped just wide by Sikora. Shot by Andy Green. Now a centering pass by Sikora. Cleared away from the slot by the Kings. And Dustin Penner to the red line. And Penner will get it down, and the Kings will change up.
The chances prior to that, Richards getting the puck. I think he held on just a split second too long. He was waiting for a teammate to get to the net before he got the puck there. I think if he puts the puck there, then that'll encourage those guys to go after the rebound.
Doughty's outlet pass goes all the way down the ice. Brodeur stretches it out on right wing to Kovalchuk. Tipped it into the Kings' end. Scoreless first period. Doughty's pass blocked. Doughty again with it. Sends it behind his net for Scuderi. Scuderi for Kopitar, and now to Brown to center ice. Brown to the Devils line to Williams, but that play broken up right as Brown hit the blue line, and offside go the Kings.
Well, defensively, the Devils had a great setup there. The Kings had two players on the rush, be it they had speed, but because the Devils outnumbered them, that allowed the defense to be able to stand up and be very aggressive, not allowing the Kings entry into the zone.
11:29 left first period, 0-0. The shots are 3 apiece. Kings have had the only power play in the game. Andrei Kopitar, 8 goals, 19 points out on the faceoff, leads the team in scoring in the playoffs, wins the draw. Matt Green will hammer it in. Brodeur behind his net, turned it over. Williams with it. The wraparound save. Rebound, Williams. Blocked. Or he fanned on it. Now Kopitar on the near boards. Got it out to Martinez. Martinez wrists it down low. The puck winds up behind the net. Williams looking to get it to Brown. That pass broken up, and Linder will flip it high in the air. Held in by Williams without a stick. Kicks it to the net. Save is made. Rebound Kopitar. Kopitar in the right wing corner. Kopitar for Williams. Williams pokes it behind the net. Brown chasing. Devils get there. Zhidlitsky plays it up the wall, but Kopitar got it to Brown, who centers. The pass broken up in front. Williams couldn't get a stick on it. The other way, New Jersey. Ponikarovsky to the red line, will dump it in down low. Back for it, Matt Green. Got it to Trevor Lewis. Lewis across to King on left wing. To the Devils line. Weak shot kicked out by Brodeur. King threw it at the net from the left wing boards. King, Stoll, and Lewis out for the Kings. A battle for the puck. Lewis top of the left circle. A shot wide while falling. Right circle. Stoll shot blocked. Stoll gets it back. Stoll behind the net. Stoll centers. The pass blocked. Loose puck side of the net. Cleared away by the Devils. Bernier tied up by Lewis. Andy Green for the Devils now for Gianta, who carries to center ice. Gains the red line and flips it down.
Well, the Kings have been very aggressive here the last few minutes. New Jersey's doing a good job at weathering the storm.
Now Scuderi got knocked down behind the Kings net. Penalty to New Jersey. Delayed call. Penner into the zone on left wing. Penner tied up by Volchenkov. We get a whistle, and Scuderi is down on the ice behind the Kings net to our right.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was a high stick or not, but I think he's bleeding.
Yeah, Steve Bernier was the player that ended up making the contact with Scuderi. He'll be going to the penalty box. Drew Doughty had a couple of words for him, but Bernier will go to the box. Not sure whether it'll be a minor or a double minor.
Or maybe a major. He hit him hard into the glass. Bernier, the referee put the arm up right away for a penalty, and Scuderi cut on the play and shaken up, still on the ice. We'll take a timeout. Scoreless first period. Kings and Devils, Game 6. The Kings lead 3-2. You're listening to the Stanley Cup playoffs on the Kings Radio Network.
Passion and power, baby, if you're looking to be cool. You need to be at the coolest game on earth. Come on, Barry'sTickets.com is your place to go for the best selection of tickets to see your Los Angeles Kings featuring Dustin Brown, Anze Kopitar, and Mike Richards. Don't miss out on the opportunity to see the action of live hockey.
All right, folks, time now for a nice Cap playoff update here on NHL Home Ice. I'm Ryan Payton. A familiar Oiler is back in the fold in Edmonton. As the club announced, they've hired former head coach Craig McTavish to be the team's senior VP of hockey operations. You may recall that he was the team's head coach from 2000 to 2009, leading them to that Cup final before losing to the Canes in 7 games. This past season, he coached the Vancouver Canucks AHL affiliate, the Chicago Wolves. Did well, led them to a 42-27-7 record. The Bruins have agreed to terms with forward Chris Kelly and Gregory Campbell on multi-year deals. Kelly, who scored 20 goals and amassed 39 points last season, was inked to a 4-year deal at $12 million. And Gregory Campbell, his deal is 3 years and $4.8 million. All right, back to Game 6. Kings Devils, Nick Nixon, Darrell Evans.
Everything on the radio, we're a super suspicious guy who doesn't believe anything. But there is a third option. You could try one. Then you can taste and see if what you heard on the radio is true. Unless you want to be one of those other guys.
Da, 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 da.
Coca-Cola Zero. Real Coke taste and 0 calories.
Steve Bernier bumping Scuderi's head into the glass behind the Kings net. Scuderi injured, bleeding, helped off, skated off under his own power. Bernier gets 5 minutes for boarding and a game misconduct. The penalty at 10-10 here in the first period. 0-0 is the score. So the Kings on a 5-minute major power play. And if they score a goal, they still have the power play. It has to be served in its entirety. Quite a bit of blood on the ice behind the Kings net, Darrell, where Scuderi got hit. And usually if you get bumped on your nose or hit your nose on the boards or glass, That's where a lot of the bleeding comes from, but we won't speculate. But Scuderi seemed to shake it off, and I guess if they can stop the bleeding, he might be back.
Yeah, I think when you look at it, too, the minute he was hit, when his head came off the glass, there was already blood that was hitting the ice, which would lead me to believe that that may have initiated from his nose. He's made his way down the hallway there towards the Kings locker room, so we'll give you an update as it goes when we see him come back to the bench.
So the Kings with a fabulous opportunity to start the scoring. The team that has scored first in every game has won that game here in the Stanley Cup final. The Kings scored first in games 1 through 3, up 3-0. The Devils scored first in the last 2 games to fall to within a 3-2 deficit. Bernier 5 for boarding. Game misconduct at 10-10.
I think the Kings, the way they have to approach this, and they've got to have a shot mentality. You don't want to sit there and look at that you have 5 minutes to work it around. Get the puck to the net, make the goaltender make some saves, get the penalty killers moving. The penalty killers for New Jersey, they do a good job of keeping their structure, allowing you to move it around the perimeter.
Kings win the draw, set up the power play. Richards right point, across on left wing to Williams, to the circle. Williams holding. Williams at the goal line. Brown spins, couldn't get a shot. Loose puck, high slot. Doughty, a shot, save, rebound, cleared to the blue line and out to center ice by the Devils. Doughty had a good look from between the circles. Kings on a major power play, first period. Scoreless. Doughty up the middle. Doughty over the line. Doughty check. Puck held in. Kopitar to Williams, right side. Up high to Richards. Richards dishes off, left side Doughty. Doughty spinning, holding, outside the left circle. Still with it. Doughty in traffic. Got it to Richards with a shot just wide. Now Brown in the right corner to the circle. Brown out to Kopitar to Richards. Touch pass to Doughty. Doughty shot. Tip. Score! Dustin Brown. Dustin Brown tipped the shot from about 5 feet at the top of the goal crease. And the Kings score early on the major power play. And they're up in Game 6, 1-0.
Well, Dustin Brown started the puck on the opposite side of the ice, getting it back to the point, and then he drove right into the slot area. Drew Doughty getting it off the umbrella. He hits Dustin Brown right between the hash marks. A nice little redirection by Brown, and the Kings on the power play lead 1-0.
Doughty wristed it towards the net, and Brown tipped it right between the pads of Brodeur. The power play goal at 11:03. King still with a man advantage. Dwight King with it at the Devils line. Will slap it in down low. Power play time left. Just under 4 minutes. Puck out to the blue line. Willie Mitchell. Right side for Voynov. Voynov sends it in down low. Stoll rims it around for Jeff Carter. Carter outside the left circle. Turn the puck over. And Eliash will clear it down. 3:30 left on the power play. 1-0 Kings here in the first period at Staples. Slava Voynov for Williams to the Devils line. Feeds it down low, right corner, Kopitar. Lost the puck. Gianta with it. Fires it off the boards and past Voynov down the ice. Quick out. Fires it around the glass. Knocked down by Kopitar, who sweeps it behind his net onto the right wing side for Voynov. And now to Williams. Williams in traffic. Williams for Willie Mitchell. Mitchell ahead for Kopitar. Power play Kings. Kopitar Devils line to Brown. Moves down low. Feeds it cross ice. Held in Doughty. Left side to Martinez. Now for Brown left circle. Brown a shot blocked. And the puck cleared by the Devils. Henrique. 2:40 left on the major power play. Brown's power play goal at 11:03 as the Kings in front. Martinez over the line, got it in deep, will chase it down with Henrique and Linder. Richards there as well. Richards to Brown. Brown holding, shot, score! Dustin Brown from the slot. Put it in the upper right corner. Brodeur may have got a piece of it. Dustin Brown with 2 power play goals on the major penalty to Bernier, and the Kings are up 2-0 here in Game 6.
Well, a great play again by Richards down low. He was able to pick up the puck along the boards. He gets it to Brown, who filtered into the slot area. And he turns the corner, a little bit of traffic in front. He throws it glove side upstairs, and the Kings are up 2-0.
Dustin Brown now with 9 goals in the playoffs, his first 2 goals in 10 games. Here come the Kings. Martinez over the line. A shot goes off Payne's stick and out of play. The Kings' first goal at 11:03, Dustin Brown from Drew Doughty and Mike Richards. Brown's second goal at 12:45, 9th of the playoffs. Primary assist to Richards. And Alec Martinez will draw an assist as well. Kings win the draw. They still have time on the major power play. 2-0 Kings here at Staples. Gagne left circle. In deep to Richards. Behind the net. Richards holding. Into the right corner. Richards feeds it out. Up high. It's blocked and cleared by the Devils. 2 minutes to go on the power play. Drew Doughty behind his own net. Leaving it for Mike Richards. Richards. Check. Got it ahead to King. Dwight King, the rookie, couldn't shoot in. Mitchell and the Kings will reset. They've made changes. 1:40 on the power play. Drew Doughty for Jarrett Stoll. Stoll winds a shot. Saved by Brodeur. Rebound in the corner. Tip behind the net to Penner. Penner in a battle with Dwight King. King wins the battle. Got it out to Voinov, but he couldn't hold it in. Kings at center ice. Willie Mitchell across to Slava Voinov. Voinov taking a look. The Devils make changes. 1:10 on the power play. Voinov ahead for Stoll, who turns wide at center ice and feeds it across to Mitchell. Now Willie Mitchell inside his line. Pressured a little bit by Elias. Got it to Voinov. Voinov holding on. Voinov down low. Pressured. Get rid of it, Slava. Voinov finally on right wing to Williams. Skating room. Into the zone. Right circle. Stops up. Curls. Hit hard. Puck held in. Doughty. His pass blocked. Tipped in the slot. Brown couldn't reach it. Devils play it out to center. Zajac with a shot. Dribbles in on Quick. And Quick will cover up to get a whistle with 37 seconds left on the major to Bernier. The Kings have scored twice on the major power play. Dustin Brown, 2 goals in a span of 1:42, and the Kings are up 2-0.
Well, Dustin Brown, who had been all off the goal sheet for the last 9 games, he responds in a real positive way. The captain of the hockey club, 2 power play goals here, has his team leading by a couple in complete control with 5:26 left here in the first.
Brown now leads all goal scorers in the postseason with his 2 goals tonight. He has 9, 1 more than Kopitar and Kovalchuk and a couple of others who aren't playing anymore in the playoffs. Off the draw, the Kings win it. Stoll won the draw. Martinez with 30 seconds in the power play for Doughty. Doughty right up the middle. Doughty a pass ahead, broken up, intended for Lewis. Here comes Kovalchuk the other way. To the Kings line, stops up, checked by Stoll. And the Kings will take over. Here's Doughty to center ice. Doughty to King, left wing, bowls his way down low to the net. King couldn't get a shot. Loose puck, score! Trevor Lewis! The 3rd power play goal on this major penalty. Trevor Lewis knocks home the rebound of Dwight King's opportunity. And here in the first period, the Kings are now up 3-0.
Well, a hell of a play there by Dwight King as he just tucked the puck inside on the defenseman. And when he went to retrieve it and take it to the net himself, he wasn't able to get much on it. It goes off the end of his stick, off Brodeur, and right there, Trevor Lewis got in behind the defender to jam it into the net for the 3rd power play goal on this major penalty.
Remember back when the Kings played the Blues, 15 years ago, when the Blues had a major power play?
I do.
They scored 4 times on that major power play to Sean O'Donnell. Kings have 3 power play goals here on the major to Bernier. Play underway, Ponikarovsky to the Kings line, a shot blocked. Puck in the air, shot wide by Sikora from the high slot. Penner outlets, comes to center ice, carried in offside by Kalinder. Well, the Devils are at full strength, but the damage has been done. 3 power play goals. Brown a pair and Trevor Lewis with 1. 3-0 Kings. 4:35 left. First period here at Staples. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to the Stanley Cup playoffs on the Kings Radio Network.
500 new business cards. That's 500 first impressions.
At Staples, we know your business printing is important.
30 copies of a killer proposal. 30 yeses to a career-changing deal.
So Staples certified print pros make sure it's perfect.
1 new store sign, thousands of new shoppers.
Great business printing can be the difference between making a sale and missing one. For a limited time, buy 200 instant business cards and get 200 free. Order in-store or at staples.com/instant. Staples Instant Printing. Get it made today. Staples. That was easy.
This message is brought to you by the California Department of Social Services and the California Department of Public Health. Did you know millions of Californians with low income can get help buying food? Introducing CalFresh. It helps you eat right when money's tight.
Wait, excuse me. Did you say CalFresh?
Yeah. CalFresh is the new name for the state's food stamp program. Lots of people with low income don't know they qualify. If you do, you'll get a card you can use to buy all sorts of foods, including fruits and vegetables. CalFresh offers help to all kinds of people.
So wait, can I be eligible if I have a job?
Yeah.
But I have a car and a bank account.
Well, you may still qualify. To learn more about CalFresh, call...
Hold on. Let me get a pen.
Okay. Call 1-877-847-3663. 1-877-847-3663. That's 1-877-847-3663. CalFresh. Better food for better living.
Hey, thanks.
You're welcome. This message is funded by USDA's SNAP.
3-0. The Kings lead here in Game 6. 3 goals in 4 minutes. 3 goals on 1 penalty. Bernier, the 5-minute major for boarding. Brown and then Lewis. Playback underway. The puck inside the Kings line. Matt Green checked from behind. Cylinder's point shot blocked. Picked up by Matt Green. Carries it behind his net. He's checked. A battle down low. Kopitar is there. Puck controlled. Ryan Carter feeds it up high. Cylinder's shot blocked. Picked up by Williams. Williams ahead to Brown for Kopitar through center ice. Into the zone. Kopitar draws a crowd. Dumps it in the corner. Williams chasing. Williams for Brown behind the net. Brown feeds it out up high to Willie Mitchell. Mitchell with a shot. Blocked. And Brown picks it up again out to Mitchell. Mitchell down low. Threw it behind the net. On the loose puck is Cylinder. Cylinder now dumps it back behind his own net. And Zhidlitsky will take over and back to Cylinder. Stretch pass on left wing. Ryan Carter tied up by Stoll. They battle between the benches. 3:30 left in the period and they freeze the puck. 3-0 Kings. The Trevor Lewis goal at 15:03 from King and Doughty. Doughty has assisted on 2 of the 3 goals, as has Mike Richards.
And just a great move there by Dwight King coming in off that left wing position. Just moving the puck into the middle of the ice. And Marty Brodeur, I'm sure, probably in looking back, he would like to have played that puck clean. He was unable to do so. Credit Trevor Lewis. He was able to get position in behind the defender, find that loose puck, and put it across the line.
3-0 Kings here in the first period of Game 6. The Kings win tonight. They win a Stanley Cup championship. Off the draw, Doughty will hammer it in. Stoll with a bump on Salvador, but the Devils are able to clear the zone. Kings moving right to left offensively in the period. Lewis for Stoll gains the red line and will get it in deep. Dwight King on the left wing boards on the puck. Threw it towards the net. It bounces. Brodeur couldn't find it, and he finally did as it bounced in his goal crease after it was deflected in the air. And Brodeur looking over his shoulder, talking to the referee. Boy, he did not see that until it bounced right in front of him.
Well, you can even tell the reaction of the 2 players that make contact on the near side boards. That puck went up in the air, and probably with the dark crowd in behind, he lost it for a split second. Very fortunate, though, if he's as alert as he was, after the bounce, he was able to grab it with his glove.
3-0 Kings. Kings win the draw. Martinez will send the puck down low. Dustin Penner in the right wing corner. Feeds the slot. The pass broken up and deflects down into the Kings' end. Quick out. He'll tee it up for Martinez. Martinez pressured. Turned it over. Quick shot by Elias. Blocked. Never got through. And now here's Dustin Penner. Penner up the left wing, gains the red line, wrists it in. Jeff Carter on it, sweeps it behind the net, out of the reach of Richards. And the Devils play it out to center. Willie Mitchell will fire it right back in. 2:30 left, opening period. 3 power play goals for the Kings here in the first period. Dustin Brown with a pair and Trevor Lewis with 1. Long stretch pass eludes everybody, goes down the ice, and Quick will cover up and a face-off in the Kings' end. The Kings are brought to you by FSN. Join the kingdom all season long on Fox Sports West. By the Home Depot, more saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. And by Staples, that was easy.
Well, important for the Kings right now to keep their focus. They've got a 3-goal lead. New Jersey hasn't had a lot of opportunities in the offensive zone. Of the 4 shots that they have, 3 of them have come shorthanded. Kings have to take away the time and space and look to close out this period with at least with their 3-goal lead.
Off the draw, Henrique on the boards for Ponikarovsky. Sends it behind the net. Clarkson bodied by Voinov. Puck to Henrique. Feeds it out to the blue line. To Linder, handcuffed. Lost the puck. Here's Brown the other way. Brown into the zone. Brown for Williams. Williams threw it off the glass. Gets it back. Turns and shot. And it's just wide. Now Ponikarovsky up the left wing. Will flip it into the Kings zone. Under 2 minutes to play opening period here at Staples. Kings leading 3-0. Mitchell for Matt Green. And a cross on left wing for Dwight King. King couldn't play it off the boards. And the Devils can't work it down low in the Kings zone. King and Volchenkov battling at the Kings line now. Devils finally work it behind the net. Matt Green for Willie Mitchell. Mitchell sends it up the wall. King got knocked down by Volchenkov, and the puck goes down the ice. Roger out to play the puck for Salvador. To Ryan Carter. Now for Kovalchuk to the Kings line. Kovalchuk a shot wide of Quick. 50-foot bid there. Kings get the puck up the wall. Jeff Carter in a battle. Carter is able to clear it out to center. Richards after it. Richards poked it past the defense, and it got upended. Turnover, Devils. Carter a shot in the slot. Save is made. Carter with a good look on the turnover by New Jersey. Under a minute to play, Andy Green on left wing to the Kings line. Fans on a pass. Voinov battling along the boards with Andy Green. Now Richards is there to help out. Puck work behind the net to Sikora. Sikora looking, centers in the slot. Shot, hit the crossbar. Elias hit the crossbar, and Penner will clear down.
Well, that's a huge break there for the Kings. That would have been a big lift for the New Jersey Devils.
30 seconds left. First period. 3-0 Kings here at Staples. Kopitar's line back out. Devils get the puck to Kovalchuk. Turns wide inside his line. Stretch pass to Zajac. Clears it down the ice. Williams back for the puck. Sends it around to Willie Mitchell. Mitchell flipped it off the wall and held in by Zhidlitsky pinching. Now Matt Green with it. Green will flip it through center and down the ice. And that'll do it for the first period. But what a first period. 3 power play goals on the same penalty for the Kings. A pair for Dustin Brown, 1 for Trevor Lewis. And after 1 period here in Game 6, the Kings are up 3-0.
Well, you look at the way the Kings came out right off the bat. They were very aggressive. They took the game to the New Jersey Devils. Unfortunately for the penalty for the Devils, that's a tough call, but it's one the referee has to make. A vulnerable position was Rob Scuderi. He got hit up high in the head. There's blood on the ice. It resulted in a major penalty, and that really changed the whole complexion of the period. Credit to Kings. They were able to take advantage of it. Dustin Brown, who hadn't scored in 9 games, he took charge. He made himself very noticeable. An outstanding play by Drew Doughty with the pass shot to the slot area. That led to the game's first goal. And then Dustin Brown made a great shot on a nice feed from from Richards. And then a huge goal, that third one, giving the Kings that much more separation. And also from guys that don't normally play the power play. Trevor Lewis teaming up with Dwight King. That's the type of contribution you have to have in order to succeed. Big break for the Kings when Elias' shot goes off the post at the end of the period. Daryl Sutter now has got to get his team refocused. It's only 20 minutes in the book. You know New Jersey's going to come out. They're going to be aggressive. They may gamble a little bit more. This is where the Kings have to stay in their structure and make sure that they don't take any penalties.
In that first period, the Kings outshot the Devils 13-4. Brown's goal at 11:03 started the scoring from Doughty and Richards. And then a minute 42 later, Brown again at 12:45 from Richards and Martinez. And at 15:03, Lewis is second of the playoffs from King and Doughty. 3 goals in 4 minutes. And the Kings are up 3-0 after 20 minutes here in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. Coming up in the Coca-Cola first intermission, Daryl's got the Toyota Hockey Center update with notes and news from around the NHL and the world of hockey. And we'll check in with the insider Rich Hammond as well. Between periods, 1 and 2 here at Staples Center, the Kings 3, New Jersey 0. You're listening to the Stanley Cup playoffs on the Kings Radio Network.
So what does a good time sound like? Does it rock?
I can't believe we're right next to the stage. Oh, here we go.
Does it pack a punch?
This is for the UFC light heavyweight belt. Here we go.
Does it include dancing?
To our boy Randy the Bachelor. Let's make this a night we never talk about. Here we go.
Or is it off the grid?
4 days, 3 nights, and absolutely no email. Ah, here we go.
A good time can sound like just about anything, but there's one sound that goes with a good time every time. The just right taste of Bud Light. So no matter what your idea of a good time sounds like,
Streaking.
Here we go.
start it off right with refreshing Bud Light. It's the sure sign of a good time. Here we go. Please drink responsibly. Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Kings fans, you're going to get at least 60 minutes of excitement during every game. But did you know there's a place in Southern California where there's non-stop excitement 24 hours a day? San Manuel Indian Bingo and Casino. Dealing cards and paying out slot jackpots around the clock. San Manuel also has free nightly entertainment. So when the thrill of a Kings game ends, head over to San Manuel in Highland off the 210 freeway. You must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
500 new business cards. That's 500 first impressions.
At Staples, we know your business printing is important.
30 copies of a killer proposal. 30 yeses to a career-changing deal.
So Staples certified print pros make sure it's perfect.
1 new store sign, thousands of new shoppers.
Great business printing can be the difference between making a sale and missing one. For a limited time, buy 200 instant business cards and get 200 free. Order in-store or at staples.com/instant. Staples Instant Printing. Get it made today. Staples. That was easy.
Of all the children's hospitals in California, there's only one U.S. News and World Report ranks best, Children's Hospital Los Angeles. So it'll be interesting to see how U.S. News describes our new 317-bed hospital with the most advanced technology, private rooms with beds for parents, and of course, the best doctors and nurses. I guess they'll have to invent a better word than best. The new Children's Hospital Los Angeles. We treat kids better.
Welcome to Carl's Jr. Whoa, Spider-Man.
Hey, one of those Spider-Man instant win drinks.
The Spider-Man Instant Win Cup. The one with you on it, where you could win the new Activision video game that's all about you.
Yeah, I'm thirsty.
Don't you already do all the awesome stuff in the game?
How much is it?
You have a Spider-Man wallet. Come on, dude.
Buy a Carl's Jr. Spider-Man Cup and you could win free food instantly. A PlayStation 3 Move Bundle or the Amazing Spider-Man video game for PS3. Rated T for teens. See store for details for limited time participating restaurants.
Join the excitement and spirit of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Sign up for the LA Kings Beardathon and start growing and raising funds for the Kings Care Foundation today. Sign up and start pledging and fundraising at lakings.com/beardathon. That's lakings.com/beardathon.
Welcome back to Staples Center in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Daryl Evans along with Nick Nixon. We're at the end of 1 period of play. It's the Kings leading the Devils by a score of 3-0. Time now to take a look at the Toyota Hockey Center update with news, notes, and scores from around the NHL. Toyota moving forward. Well, a little bit of movement around the National Hockey League with the up-and-coming draft, the 2000 draft coming up in Pittsburgh. Craig McTavish is signed with the Edmonton Oilers. He's signed as a senior vice president of hockey ops, so he rejoins the organization. He was a head coach. He also played for the Oilers, did Craig McTavish. And a trade, the Detroit Red Wings have traded the rights for Brad Stewart, defenseman, back to San Jose for Andrew Murray, and a conditional pick in the 2014 draft. Both Murray and Stewart are scheduled to be unrestricted free agents on July the 1st. That gives you a look at some news and notes from around the NHL. And here at Staples Center at the end of one period of play, it's the Kings 3 and the Devils no score. We'll be back with more Kings hockey. This is your Los Angeles Kings Radio Network.
Attention Los Angeles Kings fans! The Fans' Choice is the newest place for you to support your Kings and your community. Because of your dedication, gain exclusive access to fantastic coupons from local businesses. Registration is free, so hurry and sign up for a chance to win Kings home game tickets and save money on your day-to-day shopping. The Fans' Choice, under the Shop tab on your LA Kings homepage. LAKings.com. LAKings.com. Flat Rate takes moving seriously, so you don't have to. That's why Flat Rate has teamed up with the Kings to offer fans a special Power Play moving package so you can spend more time watching that hat trick while they take care of packing your hats. Remember, whether you're moving around the block or across the frozen pond, Flat Rate has you covered and will meet all your moving needs, even the ones you're not aware of. Don't get body checked by another moving company. Flat Rate knows what's important to you. Go Kings!
Fun party, but it's getting kind of late.
We could keep the party going at McDonald's.
Okay.
Great. Let's get a nice cold drink or something. Oh, man. Hope she orders a small drink. Small.
Welcome to McDonald's. Large Diet Coke, please.
Oh, boy.
That'll be $1. And for you, sir?
Nothing. Wait, did you just say $1?
Uh-huh.
Really? You know what? I'll have a large Coke.
Any size soft drink at McDonald's is just $1, including Coca-Cola, sweet tea, and Dasani bottled water. $1 fits all at participating McDonald's, a la carte only.
My boy Barry. Pride, passion, and power, baby, if you're looking to be cool. You need to be at the coolest game on earth. Come on, Barry'sTickets.com is your place to go for the best selection of tickets to see your Los Angeles Kings featuring Dustin Brown, Anze Kopitar, and Mike Richards. Don't miss out on the opportunity to see the action of live hockey. There's nothing like it. It's at Staples Center. Call Barry's Tickets now at 877-YO-BARRY. 877-YO-BARRY or log on to Barry'sTickets.com. Let Barry hook it up.
Nick Nixon, Darrell Evans back here at Staples Center. The Kings have opened up a 3-0 lead after one period here in Game 6. The Kings lead the series 3-2. 3 power play goals on a major penalty to Steve Bernier. Dustin Brown with a pair and Trevor Lewis with one. The 3 goals in a span of 4 minutes. Let's pause 10 seconds right now for station identification along the Kings Radio Network. And time right now for our Children's Hospital tip of the day. Auto accidents are one of the leading causes of injury among kids ages 4 to 12. Starting January 1st of this year, California law requires that all children under age 8 must be secured in a car seat or booster in the back seat. The tip of the day brought to you by CHLA, ranked best on U.S. News and World Report's prestigious honor roll for 3 years in a row. Time now to check in with the insider, Rich Hammond. And, Rich, we touched on this a little bit in the pregame show. Talked to Drew Doughty yesterday, Dustin Brown at practice, as you did, about preparing for another home game here in the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah, Nick, you know, we were last here before or during Game 4 when the Kings were looking to win the Stanley Cup for the first time, and there was a lot of talk about focus. You know, that everybody was excited that the Kings were up 3-0 and had a chance to close out that series then, and the Kings were pretty adamant that they were going to stay focused, not be distracted by the moment or anything else. And, well, it turns out they kind of were distracted. You know, Drew Doughty kind of said yesterday that they didn't handle it as well as they should have. That situation, of course, you have a lot of friends and family calling, just offering support, of course, wanting tickets, that sort of thing, and very well-meaning people, but people who don't always understand that when they call the players like that, they're kind of causing a bit of a distraction. So Drew Doughty said the players talked about it after that Game 4 and said you have to shut that stuff down. It's hard to do. You always want to put family first and friends first, but you have to focus on the hockey. And if it means shutting off certain people, if it means shutting off your cell phone for a couple of days or just ignoring the messages, that's what you have to do. So that was a team that was in a unique situation. You know, that Game 4 was real unique for a lot of players. trying to close out a series for the first time. So I think they learned from that, took it into this experience. Of course, they were helped by the fact that they had a little bit less time coming back from New Jersey, only one day there. So they were able to kind of focus. And to a man, the Kings said they think they handled that a little bit better just that day before in the preparation.
And from Drew Doughty and distractions, we go to Dustin Brown, who's been a distraction to a lot of players here in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Brown with 2 goals here tonight, is 8th and 9th. He leads everybody in the playoffs now with 9 goals. I don't think fans realize it, but the players who play physical, who dish it out, that takes a toll on their bodies as well as the players that are receiving the checks. And here we are for the Kings. This is playoff game number 20. Brown was so physical in the first 2 series. I know a lot of people have mentioned to me, and I'm sure they've mentioned to you, Rich, in following the Kings, is Dustin Brown hurt? Is he playing hurt? He hasn't scored in 9 games before tonight, but that physical presence of Brown, he's giving and he's also taking in this series.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Nick. I mean, it's kind of like you think you get in a car accident, and even if you hit the other car, you still hurt just as much as the other guy does. Of course, you're trying to do a little bit damage on the ice if you're the one delivering the hit, but certainly it adds up. And Dustin Brown said the New Jersey Devils have been better than any other team in these playoffs than taking the action to him. The Devils know what Brown did offensively in those first 3 series, the number of goals he scored, the number of chances he created. They've been very mindful of that, and they've been putting a body on him very quickly. They want to hit him as much as possible to prevent him from getting the puck and trying to get him going. So Brown knows this. He's had to fight through it. You know, you just have to deal with it. And he said, you try to create your chances, try to keep going. It doesn't matter how physical they are with you. You just have to be persistent with it. Of course, you try not to get hurt out there. That's the main thing. But try not to get away from your game. Darryl Sutter talks about identity with Dustin Brown. That's a big word that he uses with his captain. Is always, even if you're not scoring, even if you're not creating chances, playing with that identity, being a physical presence, it takes its toll. Like you said, Nick, we're 2 months now into these playoffs, and that's a lot of intense hockey, a lot of big minutes. Dustin Brown's been playing 21, 22 minutes a game. They start to add up. But Dustin Brown said at this point, you just have to find that other gear. Even if it's not there, you still have to find it anyway, to just go out there in these last couple of games with everything on the line. And certainly in the first period, it looked like Dustin Brown found that gear.
Yeah, Dustin Brown, the Kings captain, the longest tenured King in his 8th season, first-round pick back in 2003, giving, taking, scoring, and now with a league-high 9 playoff goals with his 2 here tonight in the first period. Rich Hammond follows the Kings home and road throughout the playoffs in the regular season. Rich, as always, thanks.
Thank you, Nick.
We head to the second period here at Staples Center. The Kings 3, the Devils nothing here in Game 6. If the Kings win tonight, they win the Stanley Cup. We'll be back. You're listening to the Stanley Cup playoffs on the Kings Radio Network.
Whoa, Spider-Man.
Hey, one of those Spider-Man instant win drinks.
The Spider-Man Instant Win Cup. The one with you on it, where you could win the new Activision video game that's all about you.
Yeah, I'm thirsty.
Don't you already do all the awesome stuff in the game?
How much is it?
You have a Spider-Man wallet. Come on, dude.
Buy a Carl's Jr. Spider-Man cup and you could win free food instantly. A PlayStation 3 Move bundle or the Amazing Spider-Man video game for PS3. Rated T for teens. See store for details. For a limited time, participating restaurants.
Intermission. 15 minutes without hockey. Unless you've got NHL Game Center Premium on Verizon 4G LTE. It streams NBC's Inside the Glass and NBC's Live National Game of the Week and more.
Take the ice at the speed of 4G LTE with NHL Game Center Premium. Free only on Verizon tablets and 4G LTE smartphones. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Data charges apply for app download and use. Coverage not available everywhere. Available on select devices. NBC and Inside the Glass are trademarks of NBC Universal Media, LLC. NHL is a registered trademark of the National Hockey League. Copyright 2011. All rights reserved.
Kings Camp 2012 for kids 5 through 15 will be held August 5th through the 11th. Camp includes on-ice and dry land instructions from LA Kings players and alumni and much more. Register today at lakings.com/kingscamp. Kings Camp this summer, August 5th through the 11th at the Toyota Training Center in El Segundo. Kings and Devils come out for the start of the second period. 3-0. The Kings are in front here in Game 6. Scoring change on the second King goal. They are crediting the goal to Jeff Carter. He had Brown's shot go off his arm apparently and in. So So the second power play goal, 12:45 first period. Carter with Brown and Richards assisting. So Brown, Carter, and Lewis with power play goals in that opening period. Penalty boxes are empty. I saw Rob Scuderi come out with the team through the tunnel moments ago. And Scuderi all patched up after getting cut by Bernier, who got 5 for boarding, and that penalty led to the 3 power play goals. Scuderi is out there. He'll start the period with Scuderi and Doughty. Quicken goal to our left. Brodeur and the Devils to our right here in the second period. Kings win the draw. Penalty boxes are empty. Doughty for Trevor Lewis on right wing. Lewis is checked, and Doughty has it and will play it into the Devils' end. Going to be an icing call as Zhidlitsky touches up. Let's look at some of the numbers brought to you by Wells Fargo Bank. The Kings outshot the Devils 13-4 in that first period. Their power play, 3 of 4. Brown, Carter, and Lewis goals 4 minutes apart.
And in the face-off circle, the Kings won 58% of the draws. Mike Richards, he was 5 of 6, 83%. Jared Stoll led all players with 4 hits. Dustin Brown led all players with 3 shots on goal.
Off the draw, rimmed around by Scuderi out to center ice. Just underway in the second period. Devils dump it back into the Kings' end. Scuderi took a bump, got the puck to Doughty. Doughty lead pass on left wing. King didn't have any momentum, and the puck goes down the ice. Going to be another icing call on the Kings here early in the second period. The Kings are brought to you by Regal Entertainment. Join the Regal Crown Club and earn rewards for going to the movies. Free movies, popcorn, soft drinks, and more. For more info, visit regmovies.com. And by Coca-Cola. Enjoy a refreshing slap shot to the taste buds and icy cold Coke Zero.
I think it's important for the Kings, Nick, right now to approach this like it's a 0-0 game. You want to go up with the same mentality they took in the opening period. You can't play and try to protect this lead from this point of the game.
Kings win the draw. Head to center ice. Lewis gains the red line and will get it in deep. A change on the go. The Kopitar line comes out. Andy Green across for Fane up the right side. Flipped it to the Kings line. Kept out by Willie Mitchell. Brown with a bump knocking down Kovalchuk. The fans react. Fane for New Jersey. Ahead for Kovalchuk, who steers it into the Kings zone. Retreating is Slava Voinov. Voinov bumped by Parisi. Puck to Zajac. Zajac for Kovalchuk. Bumped by Voinov as he moved behind the Kings net. And Brown will carry it out to center ice. Up the left wing. Brown into the zone. Moving down low to the net. A pass broken up. One of the Devils collided with the linesman trying to defend the play. Now Brown again feeds the slot. Carter a shot. Score! From the high slot, Jeff Carter roofs it on Martin Brodeur. A minute 30 into the second period. Jeff Carter's second goal of the game. 4-0 Kings.
Well, that play all comes in the heels of Dustin Brown driving the puck to the net aggressively. And then Dustin Brown was able to get the puck from Kopitar. He gets it to Carter, who had just stepped on the ice. And as Brodeur was coming out to challenge the shot, Jeff Carter, he shoots it against the grain, bringing it back to short side, just inside the pipe to open up a 4-0 Kings lead.
Jeff Carter now with 8 goals in the playoffs. As the linesman who collided with a defender when Brown was carrying the puck into the Devils zone, Pierre Rossico was tended to. He might have been cut around the mouth or nose. The goal at 1:30, Jeff Carter's 8th. Second tonight. Jeff Carter, of course, the trade deadline acquisition. The Kings sorely needing to boost their offense as they headed into the stretch run, trading a first-rate defenseman in Jack Johnson to get Carter from Columbus. Here's the time and the call of the goal.
The game, number 77, Jeff Carter. The assist to number 33, Willie Mitchell. And number 11, Ajay Kopitar. Time of
to go 1:30.
David Courtney on the public address with the call. Darrell, you think it's Brown, not Mitchell, on that assist?
Yeah, definitely Brown, right-handed shot. They just got a miscue there.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. So they'll probably change it. They drop the puck, and the puck winds up on the Devils bench. Here, Rosico appeared to be cut around his mouth. Got attended to by Kings trainer Chris Kingsley at the Kings bench. So Dustin Brown with a goal and 2 assists here tonight. The Kings captain. 4-0 Kings. Playback underway, and the puck controlled by Doughty. For Dustin Penner to center ice. Penner will lob it into the right wing corner. Chased down by Salvador. Reverses the puck around the wall, and the Devils get it ahead to center ice for Elias. Elias can't get it in deep. The Kings turn. Richards for Penner. To Carter on right wing. Carter on a shoot-in. Kings have to touch up. And they do. But the Devils play the puck down to the Kings line. Kings moving left to right offensively. Scuderi stretch pass to Jordan Nolan. The rookie will get it in deep. Gagne chasing it down. Bumps Salvador. Free puck Volchenkov for the Devils. Bumped by Nolan. Puck to Ryan Carter. Got it to center ice for Gianta. He'll sweep it in behind the Kings net. Quick. Let it go for his defense. Voinov for Mitchell. And off to Nolan. Up the left wing, Jordan Nolan. To the attacking line. To the circle. Stops up. Falls down, but left the puck in the corner. Fraser is on it. Fraser couldn't get there before the Devils. Zhidlitsky to Ryan Carter. For Kovalchuk to Ryan Carter. Didn't get it. And offside go the Devils at the Kings line with 17:09 left in the second period. 4-0 Kings here in Game 6.
Well, the Kings come out here to start the second period with a 3-0 lead. They score on their first shot of the period, and that's a great momentum booster for the Kings. It also takes a lot of wind out of the sails of the New Jersey Devils. We look at New Jersey again going back to late in the first period. Patrick Elias put one off the inside of the pipe. If that one goes in, the Devils are all of a sudden within 2, but now they trail by 4.
Off the draw, the puck. Matt Green sends it up the wall for Trevor Lewis. Back for Matt Green. Tries to flip it out with help from Trevor Lewis. They get it to the blue line. And then Lewis ran into Clarkson, and the puck deflects down the ice. Up ice pressure. King on defenseman Zhidlitsky. But the Devils with the puck. Ponikarovsky to Henrique. Right wing into the zone. In the slot. Lost the puck. Got it back. Feeds it down low in the corner. Clarkson dumped it behind the Kings net. A battle for the puck. Matt Green leaves it in the corner for Dwight King to chase. King on his forehand clears it up the wall. Held in. Ponikarovsky, a shot, bounces wide of Quick. Played by Clarkson on the boards for Henrique in the corner. Henrique lost the puck. Martinez got it to Williams, who springs King, who got it to Stoll to center ice. And Stoll will get it in down into the Devils' end. Back for it is Andy Green for the Devils. His outlet pass tips to Parisi. Into the zone, to the circle, a shot. Blocked aside by Quick. Picked up by Zajac. He's hit hard by Kopitar. They battle along the boards. And away with the puck is Justin Williams. To center ice for the Kings. Cutting to his left, he'll get it in deep. Brown will chase it down. Brown leaves the puck in the right wing corner for Kopitar to chase. Devils get there first, but they turn it over. Carter with it to the net. Carter centers the pass broken up. He tried to feed Brown, who is open. Kovalchuk the other way on right wing. Feeds it right circle. Pass Zajac to Parisi, broken up. One pass too many there. And the Kings away with the puck. Here's Kopitar. Up the right wing, gains the red line, and will shoot in.
Oh, big defensive play there by the defenseman, Mark Fane. As Carter had the shot, he was trying to move the puck over to Dustin Brown, who was cocked for the one-timer. Fane did a great job taking away the passing lane.
Devils will clear it to center ice. Kings moving left to right offensively here in the second period. Willie Mitchell, a stretch pass off a skate and down the ice, chased down by Penner. Penner in the right corner. Centers, goes right through the goal mouth. Jordan Nolan with it. Got rocked and knocked down by Volchenkov going after the puck. Devils outlet to Zubris over his stick. And Voinov and the Kings will send it right back in. 15 minutes left, second period. Kings up 4-0. Turnover Devils, bouncing puck. Jordan Nolan moving down low. Nolan in the corner, got double teamed. Sikora away with it for New Jersey, hounded by Fraser. Sikora to Elias, who clears. Kings at center ice. Voinov will hammer it right back in. On the ice, Gagne. Left wing board, sends it back down low. Fraser with a bump on Salvador. To center ice is Zubris. Cutting to his right, Zubris lost the puck. And Trevor Lewis will feed it in down low. Dwight King chasing, got clipped with a high stick by Salvador. Penalty on New Jersey. Delayed call, Matt Green with a shot, he missed the net. Puck comes out to the blue line, held in by Martinez. Sends it in down low. Trevor Lewis in the right corner. Feeds the slot. The pass broken up. And the Kings back on a power play.
Now Bryce Salvador, he's going to make his way over to the penalty box. And the Kings will go back on the power play. They have been very successful on the power play. That has been the difference here in this hockey game. 3 goals and 5 opportunities with the man advantage. Penalty to Salvador is a high sticking call. And the faceoff will be deep into the Devil zone to the left side of the goaltender, Martin Brodeur.
The penalty exactly 6 minutes into the second period. Salvador high sticking. This will be the Kings. It's going to be a double minor high sticking. Boy, the Devils penalty issues here tonight. And that's what they could not afford if they wanted to stay alive in the series. Bernier's 5-minute boarding major that injured Scuderi in the first led to 3 goals. And now Salvador, a double minor for high sticking Jordan Nolan. Kings set up the power play. Doughty with a shot from the right side, blocked. Kept in by the Kings, Williams. Passes out to Martinez, to Williams, to Kopitar. Down low to Brown. Out to Martinez, to Doughty right side. Doughty to Martinez. Martinez in the slot, Williams. To the left circle to Brown. Brown cross ice to Doughty. Bounces, Doughty recovers. Feeds it through the slot, block. And Gianto will clear it down the ice.
Well, the New Jersey Devils in the regular season, the best penalty kill in the league, 89.6%. They've struggled here in the postseason, 73.2%, and that's coming into the game tonight. That number's definitely going to go down.
Carter over the line, turned it over, trying to make a soft pass, and the Devils will clear down. 3:10 left on the double minor to Salvador. 4-0 Kings here at Staples. Here's Voinov to the red line. Winds a shot, gloved by Brodeur. Brodeur lifts it high in the air, and he'll clear the zone himself. Love to his stick by Carter. Carter over the line. Carter to the trailer. Richards to the net. A pass in front. Tipped over the net by Penner. Penner bumped by Volchenkov behind the net. Carter works it out to the point. Willie Mitchell settles it. Willie Mitchell dishes off to Jeff Carter. To Mitchell with a shot. Deflected over the net. Penner may have got a piece of it. Now Mike Richards again with it. Richards into the corner. Got it out to Mitchell. To Voinov right side. His shot blocked and then cleared by the Devils. 2:25 on the man advantage. Lewis on right wing. Lewis with a pass in front. Knocked away from the front of the net by a diving Volchenkov. And Ponikarovsky with it will clear to the blue line. Held in by Martinez. Martinez down low. Dwight King centers. One-timer wide by Trevor Lewis as he broke his stick. Now the Kings, Doughty with it. Doughty moves in the middle. Doughty holding. Doughty down low to Martinez. Martinez outside the right circle. Spinning, holding on. Martinez at the goal line to King. Dwight King spinning, moves behind the net. Centers. It's knocked away by the Devils. Free puck. Dwight King on it again. King behind the net, sends it around the boards. Right point Martinez. Power play continues to Doughty. One-timer. Missed the net. On the right wing boards, Martinez sends it down low to King for Stoll. To Lewis in the corner, right side. Lewis holding. Lewis moves behind the net. Lewis holding. Feeds it out up high to Doughty. Doughty a shot. Deflected wide. Trevor Lewis again with it. Lewis out to Doughty. Doughty holding on. Moves in the middle. Gave it back on the left wing side to Lewis. Lewis holding. Up high to Doughty. Doughty across. One-timer. Martinez. He missed the net. Doughty has it left side. Power play continues. Doughty moves in the middle. Doughty holding. Doughty right circle. Down low. He gave it to Martinez. Cross ice it comes to Williams on the ice. Left circle Williams. Up high to Stoll. Stoll back to Williams. Moves in. Gave it to Stoll. Stoll back to Doughty. To Williams. A shot blocked. King still with it. Martinez to Williams. Williams pass through the crease out to the blue line. Bounces Kopitar with it. Kopitar sends it in down low to Williams. Unbelievable offensive zone time here on this double minor. Williams to the right circle. Williams holding on. Feeds it cross ice. Mitchell a shot. Save. Rebound. Cleared. Kept in Doughty. for Kopitar. Kopitar, right circle, moves in. Kopitar shoots. Save is made. Rebound on the near boards. And Elias and the Devils will finally clear.
Well, the Kings now 17 shots on goal. 11 of their 17 shots have come via the power play. They've really approached it with a shot mentality. That's what's allowed them to be able to spend so much time in the offensive zone.
10 seconds of the man advantage. Mike Richards to the attacking line, but offside. Brown as Richards put an extra move on. Boy, the Devils penalty killers, they had to have been gassed. I mean, the Kings had puck control with shots, more puck control than shots for well over 2 minutes on that 4-minute power play.
Yeah, and that is very taxing against the penalty killers because it's short movement. It stops and starts. You've got to be able to put the body on guys, but when you've got to change direction like that, that momentum, it really takes a lot out of you. Credit the Kings. Not only did they move the puck around, but when they saw the seams, they put the puck in the net. They didn't hit the net all the time, but they kept the Devils penalty killers on their heels.
The Devils back at full strength, so the Kings power play 3 of 6 tonight. Devils now will dump it down. It'll be an icing call as Willie Mitchell touches up. 9:49 left here in the second period. 3 power play goals in the first period. Brown, Carter, and Lewis. Carter again early on here in the second. And the Kings are in front in Game 6, 4-0.
Well, very difficult for the Devils right now with half the game in the books. They've got a big uphill task to try to overcome, and it's all got to start with one for them. Again, they're going to have to open up and gamble. This is where the Kings, if they play within their structure, they're going to get more opportunities by just playing patiently than if they go out and try to go after them.
In the slot, quick shot by Stoll. Save is made. Rebound, bounces, overskated by Dwight King. Kings won the draw. The Devils clear, held in. Lewis with a shot attempt blocked. Picked up by Kovalchuk for Zajac. Zajac bumped off the puck, and Scuderi takes over and feeds Doughty. Doughty lifts it high in the air into the Devil zone. Gloved out of the Devil zone by Zhidlitsky. Stoll fed it right back in. Zhidlitsky gloves the puck, holds on for quite a bit. Almost could have gotten delay of the game. But play continues. Devils get it down into the Kings' end. Doughty plays it off the wall. Held in by Salvador. Salvador got bumped by Jordan Nolan, and he is able to clear the puck, Jordan Nolan. 4-0 Kings. Stretch pass to Kovalchuk. Tipped into the Kings' zone. Doughty back. Fed it up the wall. Kovalchuk tied up by Scuderi. Scuderi with the puck. Scuderi will lift it through center ice and down to the Devils' line. Under 9 minutes left, second period here at Staples. Fame for the Devils. A pass on the right side. Clarkson, cross ice, Ryan Carter, a shot blocked. Doughty away with it, sends it off the glass. Bounces, Ryan Carter threw it wide of the net from the left boards. Fane right side. Back in deep for Henrique. Henrique into the corner. Feeds it out up high, reaching to keep it in Andy Green. Green's pass is blocked, and Doughty will clear it down the ice. 8:20 left, second period. 4-0 Kings here at Staples. Up ice pressure on Fane. Williams with a bump on Fane after Brown tied up the young defenseman. And finally the Devils get it to Ryan Carter on left wing. Carter will gain the red line and sweep it in deep. Martinez back. Lost an edge. Got the puck over to Green. Matt Green for Brown, and Brown will send it down the ice. Volchenkov hammers it through center over Green. Back into the King zone. Quick will feed Martinez for Justin Williams. Williams up the right wing with a shot wide of Brodeur. Anton Volchenkov for the Devils. Around to Linder. Linder back to Volchenkov on the right side. He'll hammer it in. The puck winds up behind the Kings net. Mitchell lost an edge going for it. Richards with it. Richards to Voinov to center for Jeff Carter. Into the zone. Carter to the circle. Carter to the trailer. Penner a shot. Save is made. Brodeur rebound. Richards shot it wide while falling. Great look there for Dustin Penner.
And it all happened because Slava Voinov jumped up to join the attack. He drove the seam. That allowed Penner to stay high. It was a 3-on-2. A great feed by Carter. A good shot. Brodeur with a big save.
Kings clear it down. It was deflected by a Devil. They play on. 7 minutes left, second period. 4-0 Kings here in Game 6. The Kings lead the final. 3-2. Left wing Sikora to the Kings line. His pass in front blocked. And the Kings can't get a handle on it. Kept in a shot by Sikora. High slot blocked. Elias to Sikora. Moves in a shot. Missed the net. Sikora with a good look. Left wing board Sikora for Zubris in the corner. Sweeps it behind the net. Chasing down low, Dwight King with Eliash. King has it. His pass hit a skate. Winds up to Voinov, who sends it around the boards. Lewis got bumped. Sikora centers. The puck cleared away by Mitchell. Picked up by Stoll, and Stoll will clear it down the ice. Andy Green for the Devils. A pass winds up to Gianta to the Kings line. Gianta moving down low, can't get around the defender. Voinov with the puck, and the Kings will clear it through center and down the ice. Under 6 minutes left, second period. 4-0 Kings. Ryan Carter to the Kings line, to the right circle, in on goal, stops up. Ryan Carter still with it, holding. Carter spinning. Now along the boards, got knocked down, feeds it out to Talinder. A shot, saved by Quick. And a rebound, and Ryan Carter goes diving onto Jonathan Quick after Quick makes the save.
And Ryan Carter, and when he dove at Jonathan Quick, he went after him. He'd already dropped his stick. That was an aggressive play. Would be not surprised to see him get a penalty out of this.
I would love to see a replay, but Ryan Carter very late in getting into that fray. We'll take a timeout. 5:37 left, second period here at Staples. Kings 4, Devils nothing. You're listening to the Stanley Cup playoffs on the Kings Radio Network.
What if you could create the perfect environment to help sick kids get better? What if you could design it from the ground up to not only have the latest medical technology, but put it inside a bright, colorful setting that kids would feel comfortable in, with playrooms on every floor and private rooms with beds for mom and dad so they can be close? Well, we just did. Introducing the new 317-bed Children's Hospital Los Angeles. We treat kids better.
It's time to join the kingdom.
Kopitar shoots, he scores!
The pride, passion, and power of the LA Kings. In high definition on Fox Sports West. With the addition of Mike Richards and Jeff Carter, the Kings' time has come. Don't miss a minute of the action as they strive for a new crown. If you can't make it to the game, we'll bring the game to you. Kings Hockey, all season long on Fox Sports West.
Tired of paying the price of parking at the airport? Then park at the parking spot. Conveniently located just minutes from LAX Airport. Our yellow and black spotted shuttles whisk you right to the front door of your airline terminal. Nothing could be easier or a better value. You'll even earn credit for free parking in the Spot Club. For more information, visit theparkingspot.com. The Parking Spot. We have airport parking covered.
Well, the Kings are back on a power play. Ryan Carter jumping into Jonathan Quick well after the whistle when Quick made a save. Ryan Carter went to the box, then he left and went to the dressing room, and will await the penalty or penalties right here. 14:23.
Ryan Carter, 2 minutes for roughing and a 10-minute misconduct. Time of the penalties, 14:23.
All right, so Ryan Carter done until the third period. 2 for roughing, 10-minute misconduct at 14:23. And the Kings, who are 3 of 6 on the power play tonight, they've had all the power plays. The Kings have not taken a penalty. And they've got another man advantage. Their power play 3 of 6. Kopitar, Brown, Williams, Martinez, and Doughty to start the power play. Face off to the right of Brodeur, and off the draw. The puck down low in the corner. Salvador flipped it up the wall to Zajac, and he couldn't clear. Held in by Martinez. Martinez to Williams, but Williams reached for it, lost control. Gianta feeds Zajac on right wing. Zajac then got rocked by Martinez. Big hit there. Back come the Kings. Alec Martinez. Martinez in the zone. He gets hip checked by Volchenkov. Puck to Kopitar. For Brown behind the net. Brown plays it out to Martinez. For Williams. Out to Doughty. Doughty and the Kings on a power play to Kopitar right side. Kopitar holding. At the goal line to Brown, back to Kopitar. Base of the right circle, through the crease with a pass. Broken up and winds up at center ice.
Good active stick there by the goaltender Brodeur. Dustin Brown was coming around the back corner for this one-timer.
Now Brown to the left circle. Brown holding on. Feeds it cross ice. Williams spinning. Left it for Voinov. Voinov with a wrist shot block. And picked up by Salvador, who clears it off the glass and down the ice.
Good timing there by Salvador. He stepped in front of Andrzej Kopitar, not allowing that puck to get down to the net for a rebound chance.
Willie Mitchell to Voinov. Voinov lost it to Henrique. Henrique, a centering pass broken up by the stick of Quick. And the puck held in by New Jersey. They feed it back in down low. And now Jeff Carter rims it around the wall. Andy Green pinches to keep it alive. Sends it in behind the net. Willie Mitchell up with it for Voinov. Voinov around the wall. Bad pass. Andy Green a shot wide. Kings on a power play. And now Willie Mitchell for Jeff Carter. Carter to Richards. Left wing in the zone. In front to Penner. Rolls in on goal. Easy stop by Brodeur. Kings hunt it down. Richards got it out to Doughty. Doughty moves in. Doughty shoots. It's blocked. And the Devils to center ice with Ponikarovsky. Off to Elias, to the Kings line, to Ponikarovsky, right circle. Forced into the boards by Doughty. Ponikarovsky fights off the check, takes it behind the goal. The ex-King feeds left circle. Shot, Sikora blocked. Sikora, I think, broke his stick. No, maybe not. He just fanned on it. Now the loose puck, Mike Richards with it. Richards, with room on the near boards, will clear it down the ice. 3:16 left. It bounces in on Brodeur. Brodeur plays it ahead for Sikora. 4-0 Kings. Across to Clarkson. Didn't connect at the Kings line. And Martinez and the Kings will throw it out to center ice. Henrik Tillender plays it off the boards. Matt Green with it. Got it ahead to Lewis. His touch pass broken up. Stoll got it back for the Kings. Stoll will feed it in down low. Tillender chased behind his net by King. Bumped off the puck by Dwight King. Puck out to the blue line and past Matt Green down the ice. Under 3 minutes to play in the period. Pass ahead, tipped down the ice by Matt Green. Chased down by King. King in the right corner. King fighting off a check. Feeds it to Trevor Lewis. Lewis lost the puck. Zhidlitsky away with it. His outlet pass hit a stick. Kept in by the Kings. Kings are just all over the Devils here tonight. Finally, Parisi away with it to center ice. Parisi will lob it into the right wing corner. Willie Mitchell back for it. Fed it to Gagne, who goes cross ice on right wing to Nolan. To the Devils line. Nolan moving down low in the corner. Pushes it behind the net. Fraser with the puck along the boards. Fraser feeds it out to the blue line. It hit the referee. Fraser for Nolan. Nolan bumped behind the Devils net. Puck picked up by Salvador. And he'll clear it out to center ice. Under 2 minutes to play. Second period. 4-0 Kings in Game 6. Doughty, a pass ahead to Fraser. Went behind Fraser. And going to be icing as the Devils touch up.
One thing you can sense here with the Kings, especially since they've taken a 4-0 lead and have had some more power play time here in the second period, they are going for the throat right now. They've taken away the time and space in New Jersey, and they continue to frustrate them.
I think we're going to get a penalty here.
Yeah.
The Devils' frustration continues to mount. Chris Rooney over to the scores table.
Yeah, I think it's another 10-minute misconduct. I think this time it's going to be Clarkson.
18-19 will be the time. And yeah, Clarkson going to the locker room. So Bernier, game misconduct after the 5-minute boarding penalty in the first period. Ryan Carter, 2 and 10 earlier this period. And now Clarkson, a misconduct. Off the draw in the King zone. Ponikarovsky behind the net to Gianta. Back to Ponikarovsky to Sikora. Shot hit the post. And did it hit the post or did it hit one of the Devils in front? Gianta.
Yeah, that's what I believe. I believe it hit Gianta.
It sounded like it hit the post. Boy, I hope it's his helmet if it's not the post. Gianta down on the ice.
Boy, did he get rid of that shot quick.
Yeah, he did. We'll take a timeout as they tend to Steven Gianta. 1:30 left second period. 4-0 Kings here at Staples. You're listening to the Stanley Cup playoffs on the Kings Radio Network.
Fun party, but it's getting kind of late.
We could keep the party going at McDonald's.
Okay.
Great. Let's get a nice cold drink or something.
Oh, man. Hope she orders a small drink. Small.
Welcome to McDonald's. Large Diet Coke, please.
Oh, boy.
That'll be $1. And for you, sir?
Nothing. Wait, did you just say $1?
Uh-huh.
Really? You know what? I'll have a large Coke.
Any size soft drink at McDonald's is just $1, including Coca-Cola, sweet tea, and Dasani bottled water. $1 fits all at participating McDonald's, a la carte only.
I'm guessing you don't have dental insurance and you like saving money. Am I right? Well, you're not alone. Finally, there's a new way to save well over 50% on all your dental care. It's called Brighter.com. Now, it's not dental insurance. No. It's better. It's a buyer's club, kind of like Costco or Sam's Club. It gives you low pre-negotiated rates on all dental work by trusted local dentists near you. Memberships at Brighter.com start at just $9 a month. Listen to this. Brighter.com members can save over $100 on checkups, over $150 on fillings, and over $700 on crowns. Remember, all procedures are covered, and there are no restrictions, no waiting periods, and no maximums. Your acceptance is immediate. Sign up today and get a brighter smile with a free battery-powered toothbrush. This is a limited-time offer only available by calling 1-800-919-3200 now. Again, that's 1-800-919-3200. 1-800-919-3200.
$18,858. Standing room only here at Staples. 4-0 Kings. 1:30 left, second period. Want to correct the power play numbers. The Kings tonight now 3 for 8 on the power play. 3 power play goals in a 4-minute stretch. The story of this game, midway through the first period, when Steve Bernier got 5 minutes for boarding Rob Scuderi and a game misconduct. Kings off the draw. Drew Doughty sends it up the wall over the glove and stick of Williams and down the ice. They wave off the icing. Spain back forward. Now they do call the icing. One waved it off, the other called it, and Rob Scuderi's talking to the linesman.
And I think even both players involved, Fain and Kopitar, neither one of them were aware of what was going on. And fortunately enough that Andrei Kopitar didn't go in there and really aggressively take Fain out to the boards.
Rob Scuderi has some stitches on the bridge of his nose. That's where he got rammed into the glass in the first period, and he was cut.
Looks like he's cut on the lip as well.
Yeah, you're right. Off the draw, backhander. Sikora save made. Rebound loose, and they score. Adam Henrique on the rebound of the chance by Sikora. So the icing call. The Devils turn it into a goal. And it comes here at 18:47 of the second period. The Kings lead now 4-1.
Well, right off the faceoff to the right of the goaltender, the Devils were able to get the puck, and Sikora just threw a nice little backhand at the net. Jonathan Quick made a great toe save, and then Henrique, right from the faceoff, he went right to the front of the net. He was able to retrieve that rebound, chipping it past the goaltender, and to get the Devils on the board, they trail 4-1.
Adam Henrique, a rookie, his 5th goal of these playoffs. He leads all rookies in scoring. The goal at 18:47. Here in the second period.
Tied with Dwight King with the Kings. 5 goals.
Yep. And Henrique, point-wise, is the leader among rookies. 13 points, 5 goals, 8 assists. Play underway. Zhidlitsky chased behind his net by Jarrett Stoll. Turned the puck over. Trevor Lewis with it. A minute to play in the period. Lewis feeds it into the left corner. Jarrett Stoll along the boards there. Tied up by Zajac. In to help out is Tallinder. Tallinder away with the puck. Tallinder's outlet pass. Kovalchuk to Parisi. Parisi plays it down the ice. Out is Quick to slow it down. Send it around the wall for Mike Richards. Richards holding on. Flipped it ahead to center, but it goes off Dwight King and onto the Devils bench with 36.2 left here in the second period. Henrique from Sikora, the scoring play for the Devils at 18:47.
Well, young Adam Henrique, he's going to be a good player for the Devils for a number of years. He does a lot of the little things. He scored some big goals in the playoffs for New Jersey. A good play off the faceoff there, going to the right spot, getting ready for the next play. And Sikora does a good job putting the puck on the net to make that play happen.
To center ice, the Kings quickly in the zone. Richards with a shot off a stick and wide. 26 seconds left. Sikora overskates the puck, now recovers. Got it to Volchenkov. He'll clear it around the wall, and it comes out to center ice. Doughty will hammer it right back in. Going to get a penalty here Penalty on the Kings with 16.1 seconds remaining. The first penalty of the game to the Kings. And it looks like Penner is going to go.
Now it's going to be a roughing call against Dustin Penner. As the puck was coming around, Salvador let go with the puck. And then it went up into the neutral zone. Dustin Penner, he got called for making the contact there. Maybe one of those ones there where the referee, I don't know whether or not they're looking to even things up a little bit, but didn't look overly aggressive on behalf of Penner.
First power play for the Devils. 16.1 left in the period. 4-1 Kings, and off the draw. The puck winds up in the corner. Matt Green in a battle. Puck squirts free. Elias chases, sweeps it out to the blue line. Zhidlitsky, a shot, deflected wide. Kings up with it, will clear, and that'll do it for the second period. So they trade goals, the Kings and Devils, in the second period. Ryan Carter early at 1:30, his second of the game. 8th of the playoffs from Brown and Kopitar. And late at 18:47, Henrique from Sikora. After 40 minutes of play here in Game 6, the Kings are up 4-1. We'll take a timeout. This will be break 15 up and down the network. Break number 15 along the Kings radio network.
Hey folks, time now for an Ice Cap playoff update here on NHL Home Ice. I'm Ryan Payton. The Kings just 20 minutes away from hoisting Lord Stanley's rug for the first time. We'll see if they can do that in about 50 minutes from now after the third period begins. Some news off the ice in the NHL. A familiar Oiler is back in the fold. In Edmonton, as the club announced, they've hired former head coach Craig McTavish to be the team's senior VP of hockey operations. This past season, he coached the Vancouver Canucks AHL affiliate, the Chicago Wolves, and he did quite well. They ended up going 42-27-7 and promptly resigned Monday, well, for obvious reasons. The Bruins, they've agreed to terms with two guys, Chris Kelly and Gregory Campbell, on multi-year deals. Kelly, who scored 20 goals and had 39 points last season, he was inked to a 4-year contract at $12 million. As for Campbell, his deal is at 3 years and $4.8 million. He's coming off a campaign where he scored 8 goals and added 8 assists in 78 games played. And this is the time of year when injuries are revealed. Such is the case with Maple Leafs prospect Joe Colburn, who is going to spend most of the summer recovering from wrist surgery. He revealed that he was dealing with the ailment for most of last season, and he is set to go under the knife in the next week or two. All right, well, you've heard it. After 2 periods, the Kings lead 4-1 on those New Jersey Devils. Let's get you back to our continuing coverage of Game 6 right here on NHL Home Ice.
Two periods in the books here at Staples. The Kings are 20 minutes away from a Stanley Cup championship if they can hold on. They're up 4-1 over the Devils. They had 3 goals in the first period, all on the power play. Brown, Carter, and Lewis. Those 3 goals in a span of 4 minutes on the major boarding penalty to Steve Bernier. In that second period, Jeff Carter scored his second of the game, 8th of the playoffs, from Brown and Kopitar at 1:30 to make it 4-0. And then Adam Henrique right before the period ended on a rebound of Sikora's shot for Henrique, his 5th. Sikora assisting that goal at 18:47. Shots on goal, the Kings with 8, a total of 21 on Brodeur. New Jersey 6, a total of 10 on Jonathan Quick. So in 12 periods of the 17 that have been played in regulation here in the finals, the Kings have held the Devils to under 10 shots. The Devils had 4 shots in the first period, 6 in the second. 4-1, the Kings in front. And coming up in the Coca-Cola second intermission, Daryl's got the Toyota Hockey Center update, notes, news, and no scores. No other games. That's a good thing.
I'll give you our score to recap.
And we'll take a look. We'll take a look at this date in NHL history. Between periods 2 and 3 here at Staples. Kings 4, the Devils 1. You're listening to the Stanley Cup playoffs on the Kings Radio Network.
There's only one other place that offers the same excitement as a Kings game. San Manuel Indian Bingo and Casino. No matter what your gaming pleasure, it's San Manuel. Slot machines, poker action, high-stakes bingo. They've got them all. Add in great dining options and free nightly entertainment, and there's no wonder why San Manuel is Southern California's favorite place to play. San Manuel Indian Bingo and Casino in Highland off the 210 freeway. San Manuel. Like them on Facebook. Follow them on Twitter. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
500 new business cards. That's 500 first impressions.
At Staples, we know your business printing is important.
30 copies of a killer proposal. 30 yeses to a career-changing deal.
So Staples certified print pros make sure it's perfect.
One new store sign, thousands of new shoppers.
Great business printing can be the difference between making a sale and missing one. For a limited time, buy 200 instant business cards and get 200 free. Order in-store or at staples.com/instant. Staples Instant Printing. Get it made today. Staples. That was easy.
On June 20th, live from Las Vegas, it's the 2012 NHL Awards on the NBC Sports Network.
This is a real thrill for me because I love the NHL.
And the winner, featuring the best players in the game and special celebrity guests, plus a live performance by Nickelback. It's one big night to celebrate the season. The 2012 NHL Awards, June 20th at 7 on the NBC Sports Network.
I want my MPG.
Matrix 32 MPG Highway, Corolla 34, Camry 35, Yaris 38, Camry Hybrid 43 City.
This is Toyota Today, the most fuel-efficient, full-line automotive manufacturer.
Prius V 44 MPG City, the classic Prius 50, Prius C 53, Prius plug-in 95.
I want my MPG.
Most fuel-efficient claim based on NHTSA final industry model year 10 Cafe data for Toyota motor sales, 2012 EPA estimates, and combined estimated miles per gallon equivalent. Actual mileage will vary.
This Father's Day, give Dad the gift of doing with a gift card from the Home Depot. You choose the amount you want, he chooses the gift he wants. Like a new tool to round out his pegboard, a more powerful lawnmower, or that grill he's been eyeing. With unique card designs to choose from, you can't miss. So pick up the gift of doing, a gift card from the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot.
Register for LA Kings preseason game pre-sales today. Log on to lakings.com/presale 2012 and get access to purchase tickets to Frozen Fury 15 in Las Vegas September 29th and a battle against the Ducks in Ontario at the Citizens Business Bank Arena October 6th. Visit lakings.com/presale 2012.
Welcome back to Staples Center in Game 6 for the Stanley Cup Final. Daryl Evans along with Nick Nixon. We're at the end of 2 periods of play. It's the Kings leading the Devils by a score of 4-1. Time now to take a look at news and notes from around the NHL. Toyota moving forward. Well, the Edmonton Oilers have added to their front office. They've added ex-coach, ex-player Craig McTavish. He takes on a position of Senior Vice President of Hockey Operations for the Oilers to start the 2012-13 season. And Brad Stewart of the Detroit Red Wings, he is going back to San Jose. He goes there in a deal for Andrew Murray and a conditional pick in the 2014 draft. Both Murray and Stewart will be unrestricted free agents on July the 1st. And that gives you a look at some news and notes from around the NHL. And here at Staples Center after 2 periods of play, it's the Kings 4 and the Devils 1. We'll be back with more Kings hockey. This is your Los Angeles Kings Radio Network.
How can the real estate market change your life? What if we could show you how to flip 3 houses in 90 days? We want to teach you how to take advantage of the hottest real estate market in over 50 years. Come spend 2 days with Sharif Medawar, our LA real estate expert, who's transacted hundreds of bank-owned properties in the past couple of years. We'll show you how to put $10,000 to $30,000 in your pocket over the next 90 days. Call now to secure your seat for June 15th and 16th in the LA area. This free 2-day class will teach you how to buy, hold, and sell investment properties with little to no risk, and how to create substantial cash flow secured against real properties. This seminar is worth thousands of dollars and is free to the first 30 people to call. Call 800-966-8430 to secure your seat. Space is limited. Change your life now. Call 800-966-8430. You don't want to miss this. Call now. Brought to you by Skyview Events.
Attention, man. Dr. John Gerard of the Los Angeles and Orange County Male Medical Clinics has just announced that they are offering a free Father's Day special, a free office visit, and a sample of a revolutionary new prescription medication to help any man with erectile dysfunction or premature issues. That's right. Until Father's Day, you will pay absolutely nothing for your office visit. Men from 21 to 85 can perform better and last longer than any time in their lives. Regardless of your age or medical condition, you get to try this medication containing FDA ingredients absolutely free. This medication works faster, lasts longer, and is much safer than Viagra or Cialis. This is the most medically sound solution available. If you have any male performance problems, call 888-333-3338. Do something for yourself this Father's Day and get your confidence back with a completely free office visit. 888-333-3338. 888-333-3338.
Nick Nixon, Darrell Evans back here between periods 2 and 3 at Staples. The Kings up 4-1 here in Game 6. They led 3-0 after the first period on power play goals by Brown, Carter, and Lewis. Jeff Carter, even strength early in the second, made it 4-0. The Devils get on the board late in the second at 18:47. Adam Henrique's fifth. And then Dustin Penner a penalty. So the Devils will start the third period working on their first power play of the game. The power play has been huge for the Kings here tonight. They are 3 of 8. They had the first 8 power play chances. Of course, there are 3 power play goals in that first period. All came on the same penalty, the major penalty for boarding on Steve Bernier for boarding and injuring Rob Scuderi, who was stitched up and has resumed play here in Game 6. Let's pause 10 seconds right now for station identification along the Kings radio network. And a quick reminder, all rights to the broadcast are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of the broadcast without the express written consent of the Kings is prohibited. This date in NHL history, June 11th, 1974, the Kansas City Scouts and Washington Capitals officially received their NHL franchises. The Kansas City Scouts didn't last long in Kansas City. They moved to Denver, and then 30 years ago, they became the New Jersey Devils. On this date in 1979, former NHL left-winger Noah Clark was born in Laverne, California. Clark became the first California native to play for the Kings. He played in the NHL beginning in 2003 and 4, played with the Kings and New Jersey. On this date in 1980, in the NHL entry draft held in Montreal, the Canadiens used the number 1 pick overall to select Doug Wickenheiser. The Kings in that draft took Larry Murphy, number 4, Jim Fox, number 10, Steve Bozek later on, and after that, Bernie Nichols, and after that, in the 9th round, Darrell Evans, drafted on this date, June 11th, 1980, and in 1992, Chicago named Darryl Sutter as their new head coach of the Blackhawks, replacing Mike Keenan. Sutter became the 29th coach in Chicago history, and of course, Darryl now behind the Kings bench. Darryl has coached Chicago, San Jose, Calgary, now the Kings in his career. So it was 20 years ago on this date that Darryl Sutter started his NHL coaching career. This date in NHL history brought to you by Coca-Cola. enjoy a refreshing slap shot to the taste buds, an icy cold Coke Zero. Daryl, what do you remember about draft day?
I remember it being a real special day, just being in the environment in Montreal, in the arena, to have your name called, regardless of what round it was a special moment, something I'll never forget.
All right, let's take a look at some of the numbers. Brought to you by Wells Fargo Bank. Shots 21 for the Kings, the Devils with 10. The power play certainly has been critical for the Kings. 3 of 8 here tonight. The Devils 0 for 1 have power play time to start the third period. Brown, Carter, Lewis, and Carter again with goals. Jeff Carter with 8 goals. Brown has 8 goals to co-lead the NHL in the playoffs. Dustin Brown leading the way offensively tonight with 3 points, a goal and 2 assists. Brown now with 20 points to lead the Kings. Andrei Kopitar has an assist. He's got 20 points as well.
And in the face-off circle, the Kings dominating, winning 66% of the draws through 2 periods. Mike Richards, he's a game best, 8 of 10, 80%. And Jared Stoll, he's 8 of 11, 73%. A physical game, 36 hits by the Devils, 30 for the Kings.
So we head to the third period here at Staples, and the Kings are up 4-1 in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. A win tonight, and the Kings will capture the Stanley Cup. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. You're listening to the Stanley Cup Playoffs along the Kings Radio Network.
I want my MPG.
Matrix 32 MPG Highway, Corolla 34, Camry 35, Yaris 38, Camry Hybrid 43 City.
This is Toyota Today, the most fuel-efficient, full-line automotive manufacturer.
Prius B 44 MPG City, the classic Prius 50, Prius C 53, Prius Plug-in 95.
I want my MPG.
Most fuel-efficient claim based on NHTSA final industry model year 10 Cafe data for Toyota motor sales, 2012 EPA estimates, and combined estimated miles per gallon equivalent. Actual mileage will vary.
Coke Zero tastes like Coke, but what good is telling you that on the radio? If you're in your car and you hear me say it, you have to take my word for it. And that makes you one of those guys who believes everything he hears on the radio. Or you could not believe me, but that makes you a cynic. So you're either the guy who believes everything on the radio or a super suspicious guy who doesn't believe anything. But there is a third option. You could try one. Then you can taste and see if what you heard on the radio is true. Unless you want to be one of those other guys.
Da, 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 da.
Coca-Cola Zero. Real Coke taste and 0 calories.
A penalty shot. I am not missing this or any other big play around the league because I've got NHL Game Center Premium on Verizon 4G LTE. It streams NHL on the fly for real-time updates and live look-ins on every game, plus interview scores and more.
Take the ice at the speed of 4G LTE with NHL Game Center Premium. Free only on Verizon tablets and 4G LTE smartphones. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Data charges apply for app download and use. Coverage not available everywhere. Available on select devices. NHL is a registered trademark of the National Hockey League. Copyright 2011. All rights reserved.
There's only one way to enjoy all the action of Kings hockey at Staples Center. LA Kings 2012-2013 full season ticket plans are on sale now, but going quickly. Call 888-KINGS-LA or visit lakings.com/season tix, TIX, for more info and to reserve your spot for next season. Two clubs out for the start of the third period. Devils have a power play. Dustin Penner serving his roughing minor. He has 1:43 left. 4-1, the Kings in front. Dustin Brown leading the way offensively. A goal and 2 assists. Jeff Carter with 2 goals. He now has 8 here in the postseason. 8 is the number for the goal leaders in the NHL. Kovalchuk with 8. Brown, Kopitar, Carter with 8 apiece. Henrique, Parisi, and Zajac. Zhidlitsky and Kovalchuk to start the period in the power play for the Devils. Jonathan Quick and the Kings defend to our right here in the third period. And off the draw, the puck into the Kings zone. quick will leave it for Matt Green. Green fires it onto his own bench. Look out. And we'll get a face-off in the Kings' end. Again, a standing room only crowd here, 18,858. Henrique and Stoll in on the draw. Power play, New Jersey. Third period just underway. And off the draw, Willie Mitchell fires it around the boards. Zidlitsky holds it in. He's pressured, and he's bumped off the puck by Trevor Lewis. The puck to center ice. Good play by Trevor Lewis. Zidlitsky's pass off Lewis's stick, and it winds up deep in the Devil zone. Brodeur sends it around for Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk ahead for Parisi on right wing to the Kings line. Stops up, hits the trailer. Zidlitsky back to Parisi. Across it comes. One-timer. Kovalchuk blocked, and while falling and sliding, Dustin Brown clears it down the ice.
Well, it's at that point right now you can sense all the Kings doing whatever they can to prevent pucks from getting through. Ilya Kovalchuk unloading there. Dustin Brown doing it back in the defensive end.
Elias to the Kings line. Stops up, hits the trailer. Kovalchuk moves to the slot. A shot blocked. Kovalchuk again with it. Feeds it down low. Sikora back to Kovalchuk. Off his stick. Offside. Kovalchuk couldn't keep it in. He tried to. Came over and back in. 40 seconds left on the penalty to Penner.
Well, the Kings penalty killers have been outstanding, not only in the postseason, all the way through the regular season in the last couple of years. They take a lot of pride in what they're doing, and right now they're enjoying exactly what's happening here, watching their teammates drive in the shooting lanes, blocking shots, getting sticks in the passing lanes, forcing the New Jersey Devils to have to do things a lot quicker than they'd like to.
Devils only 1 of 17 in the power play against the Kings in the final, working on their first power play opportunity tonight. 4-1 Kings off the draw. The puck controlled by the Devils, Andy Green. Back skates inside his line. Now Green off on right wing to Zubris. To the Kings line. Zubris will play it in down low. Doughty up with it, rims it around the glass and out to center ice. Reaching for it, Richards couldn't control it. And Kovalchuk quickly in the zone. A pass hit escape picked up by Carter. Carries it the other way for the Kings. Carter in the zone. A shot! Deflected just wide. I think Andy Green got a stick on it. And the puck out to center ice. Jarrett Stoll and the Kings take over. For Rob Scuderi, and Scuderi will send it all the way down.
Well, a great way for the Kings to start this third period on the penalty kill, taking any life that the New Jersey Devils were trying to build in the first couple of minutes.
Kings are back at full strength. Stretch pass on right wing, steered down the ice by Henrique. Back is Matt Green. Fans on a shootout attempt. Ponikarovsky's centering pass blocked. Dwight King will take over. King ahead for Trevor Lewis. Went off Lewis's stick down to the Devils line. To Linder for Zidlitsky. And back to Linder. For Gianta on right wing to the Kings line. Throws it in, cross ice into the corner. Matt Green up with it. Up the wall for Williams. Williams got bumped. Got the puck back to Green behind the Kings net. For Willie Mitchell. Mitchell ahead for Brown. Brown to the red line. Will backhand it. Get it in deep. 17:30 left. Outlet pass. Winds up at center ice. And Drew Doughty will hammer it right back in. 4-1 Kings here at Staples. Devils to center ice. Zubris cutting away from Fraser to the Kings line. Drops it for the trailer. Shot kicked out. Shot by Salvador. Salvador left wing board. Speeds it down low. Zubris tied up. Loose puck. Doughty checked. Fed it across to Fraser. And Fraser will clear to center. Fired right back in by Volchenkov, but it went out of play off Salvador in a face-off at center ice. 16:58 left, third period. 4-1 Kings.
Well, each and every shift that the Kings step on the ice right now, they are really turning it up a notch. A lot of pressure, short shift, taking away the time and space. Pete DeBoer, on the other hand, he's trying to double shift some of his top players, but that's not going to phase the Kings. Daryl Sutter comfortable with whoever he's got on the ice against those guys.
Devils shoot it in. Mitchell behind his own net. Willie Mitchell will just lob it through center ice. Foot race for the puck. Fane got there before Penner. Fane's pass broken up at center ice. Loose puck. And Richards knocked it away from Andy Green. Dustin Penner at the Devils line, but offside. You go the Kings and a whistle. The Kings are brought to you by Wells Fargo. Whatever your financial goals, Wells Fargo is with you. Wells Fargo, together we'll go far. by Toyota moving forward, and by Bud Light, the sure sign of a good time. Here we go.
Well, if you looked at some of the statistics through 2 periods of play, the Kings 49 attempts at the Devils' net, and that was something in the games they were scoring goals. That's what they were able to do, get more attempts. Be it not all of them were getting on net, but just spending time in the offensive zone, keeping the Devils on their heels.
Devils Gianta on right wing floats a shot at the net that Quick gloves down easily, and Quick will cover up, face off to his left. 4-1 Kings. Devils only 12 shots tonight, and of course, one reason why they don't have a higher shot total, they've been killing penalties throughout quite a bit of the game. The Kings have had 8 power play chances tonight.
4 of their 12 shots have come short-handed, don't they?
Yeah. Off the draw, Talinder right side, moves in the middle, gave it back to Ponikarovsky. His shot blocked, winds up behind the net. Gianta tried to bank it in off the side of the net, and the Kings will now take over. Williams at the red line will nudge it down the ice. Zhidlitsky, pressure, turned it over. Williams, sharp angle shot at the side of the net. And now to center ice, Henrique for Gianta on left wing. Back to Henrique, broken up. Williams will feather it down the ice. Zhidlitsky races back forward, got there before Kopitar. Reverses for Talinder. Talinder, a lead pass, steered down the ice by Elias. Chased down by the Kings and Devils, centering pass. Sikora cleared away by the Kings from in front. Richards ahead to Penner, into the zone. Penner dropping for Carter. To the right circle, Carter's pass blocked. Penner with it. Penner cross ice to Carter. The pass too hot to handle. And now Volchenkov for Sikora. He turned it over at the blue line. Fed back in deep by Mike Richards.
Kings doing a great job at keeping that third forward high around the blue line. So even if the Devils are able to get the puck past the first 2 forecheckers, they're not having an easy time coming out of their zone.
Jordan Nolan took a hit at the red line, but he got the puck back into the zone after the Devils cleared. He was run over by Salvador. Salvador for New Jersey. For Volchenkov on the right side. Banks the puck ahead to the Kings line. Steered in deep by Zajac, out is Quick. Sends it around the wall. Kovalchuk, sharp angle shot is wide. Spain on the right side. Pressure, got it in down low. Now Scuderi sends it up the wall. Jordan Nolan is able to tie up Fain's stick and the puck out to center. Devils counter Parisi. He'll lob it in behind the Kings net. Doughty for Scuderi. For Gagne. Gagne checked by Parisi. Gagne now reverses the puck. Nobody on the near board. Zhidlitsky, a shot blocked. And Scuderi lifts it out to the blue line, held in Zhidlitsky. Now the Devils get it to Henrique. A centering pass knocked away. Picked up down low by Zhidlitsky. He's checked, the puck centered. Knocked away by the King Scuderi. Trevor Lewis with it. Lewis for Doughty. Doughty chasing. Rolls it up the wall. And Gagne gets it out to center ice. Back quickly, Gianta and the Devils. His pass broken up. Rolls down into the King zone behind the net. Picked up by Ponikarovsky. For Gianta. Gianta denied the walkout chance. They battle behind the net again. Scuderi around for Gagne. He can't clear. Gagne a second chance, can't clear. Scuderi with it around for Doughty. Doughty now ahead for Lewis, who clears it to center ice.
Smart play there by Trevor Lewis. He doesn't have to worry about where he puts that puck. He's got to get it just outside the line to relieve the pressure.
Now a shoot-in as the Devils try to catch the Kings on a change, is ruled offside. 13:26 left. Third period. 4-1 Kings. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to the Stanley Cup playoffs on the Kings Radio Network.
Turn up the volume of your party. That when you combine Bud Light with Mr. Worldwide. Here we go.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Enjoy responsibly.
This Father's Day, give Dad the gift of doing with a gift card from the Home Depot. You choose the amount you want, he chooses the gift he wants. Like a new tool to round out his pegboard, a more powerful lawnmower, or that grill he's been eyeing. With unique card designs to choose from, you can't miss. So pick up the gift of doing, a gift card from the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot.
Nick Nixon, Darrell Evans here at Staples Center. 13:26 left, third period. The Kings are 13:26 away from a Stanley Cup championship. 4-1, the Kings lead. And off the draw, Voinov on the right side will get it in down low. On the near boards, Brown in a battle with Fane. Williams in for the puck. Williams has it. Williams along the boards. Puck squirts free. Eliash away with it. His pass out to center ice to Sikora. Back to Eliash. But a whistle. We're going to get a tripping call here. And Sikora and Brown came together. And now Sikora gets up and pushes Brown as Brown was going into the penalty box. And that should be a penalty.
Yeah, not sure whether or not the officials are going to do that. The penalty actually came deeper in the New Jersey Devils zone. That's where the trip was called against Dustin Brown. And then the play come together in the neutral zone. Kopitar and Brown ended up taking out Sikora. We'll see what the referee makes on for his calls.
Yeah, Sikora, I think, is shaken up on the play. Got up and he really gave Brown a pretty good push right by the penalty box door. So we'll see if these cancel out. Dan O'Rourke and Chris Rooney, the referees here tonight.
Yeah, Dustin Brown in front of the penalty box. He just bowled over Sikora. That's why Sikora retaliated. He did not like that at all. I think he was winded.
Well, Brown is in the penalty box.
Yeah, I think they're looking for Sikora.
Yeah, Chris Rooney is over at the Devils bench. I mean, it was such a late hit. You've got to call roughing there, don't you?
That would you would think so, but maybe not.
No,
just the one call on the board.
Just the 2-minute minor to Dustin Brown. And now, finally, movement from the Devils bench, and Sikora goes into the box, clapping his hands and mock gesture to the officials' call there. Now let's see if it's a minor or a misconduct. Sikora jawing at Brown in the Kings penalty box.
Yeah, still nothing hasn't been put on the board, so it may be a 10-minute misconduct.
Well, that's a break for the Devils, obviously.
Number 15, Peter Sikora. 2 minutes for roughing. Los Angeles penalties to number 23, Dustin Brown.
Brown got a double minor. Kings win the draw and clear it down. Double minor Brown. Single minor roughing Sikora. Power play Devils. Devils dump it in, but Jarrett Stoll will clear it right back down.
Yeah, they give Dustin Brown the initial was the 2-minute penalty down in the Devils zone, and then he got a charging call when he made contact with Sikora right in front of the penalty box.
Devils dump it in. Matt Green got it to Mike Richards. Richards will backhand it up, not out. Picked up by Jeff Carter, carries the center. Carter will backhand it into the Devils' end. Devils on their second power play tonight. They are 0 for 1. 12:20 left, third period. Zubris over the line on right wing. Stops up, feeds the puck in down low. Doughty is up with it, hammers it around, fanned on it, winds up to Stoll, and Stoll will clear. Now on right wing, Zubris to the Kings line. Couldn't get it in deep. Scuderi couldn't clear. Puck out to Kovalchuk. Cross ice pass broken up by Lewis's stick. Lewis picks it up. Moves up the right wing. He gets tripped up by Zhidlitsky. Penalty to the Devils defenseman.
And Marek Zhidlitsky, he skates as fast as he can over to the penalty box. He knows exactly what he did. He reached in on Trevor Lewis to take the penalty. So that'll negate the power play. We'll get some 4-on-4 for the next 50 seconds. And then the Kings will get their 9th power play of the game.
Trevor Lewis broke up that pass in the high slot, chased it down, had a half a step on Zhidlitsky, and then was tripped up. Four-on-4 for 50 seconds, and then barring another penalty, we'll have a Kings power play. 4-1 Kings, 11:54 left. And off the draw, Richards a shot, blocked aside by Brodeur. Carter and Richards up front for the Kings. Mitchell and Voinov are back defensively. Outlet pass, feigned, a puck's in the air and down the ice. Racing after it, Zajac. Checked behind the Kings net. We're skating 4-on-4 here. Now Parisi and Zajac along the wall. Zajac got it up high. Andy Green checked off the puck. Kings can't clear. Zajac right circle, lost the puck. It winds up to Andy Green for Zajac. Zajac back out to Andy Green with a shot saved by Quick. Green gets it back right side. Andy Green moving down low for Zajac. Cross ice it comes. One-timer wide by Fane. And Quick will cover as the puck comes off the end dasher board.
And we're getting some more pushing and shoving. That seems to be the norm now after each whistle when the players are coming together. More signs of frustration on behalf of the New Jersey Devils. Kings would like to stay away from this as much as they possibly can. 11:02 left here in the third period. Kings leading by 3. And the Kings getting ready to go on a power play.
4 skaters aside. And now, well, with that whistle, the extra minor expired. The Kings have a quick power play for just over a minute. Kings 3 of 8 on the power play tonight. 4-1, they're in front. Moving right to left offensively. Doughty ahead to Williams. Williams to the line. To King left wing. King driving down low. King feeds it out to the right side to Martinez. Across to Doughty left side. Doughty spinning, backhands it in deep. Winds up on the right wing boards to Kopitar. Kopitar got double teamed. Puck out to Martinez. Sends it back in deep for King. Dwight King behind the net. King for Kopitar. Kopitar up high to Martinez. Martinez to Kopitar, right circle. To Martinez in the middle. Off to Doughty. One-timer block. Doughty got it back. Power play Kings. Doughty moving down low. Sends it out up high to Martinez. Martinez to Kopitar right side. Kopitar moving down low on Henrique. Kopitar for Dwight King. King behind the net. Back to Kopitar to King. King got knocked down. Puck around the wall, and Gianta will clear for the Devils. And the Devils at full strength. Under 10 minutes to play. 4-1 Kings. Martinez up the middle for the Kings. Off to Richards. Richards threw it towards the net. Out is Brodeur to play it around the wall. Knocked down by Jeff Carter. Jeff Carter in a battle along with Zubris and Penner. Penner knocked down. Talinder in for the puck. Checked by Richards. Penner on the seat of his pants trying to stick handle. Gets back up. Devils away with the puck, and Zubris will clear it to center. Willie Mitchell for Voynov. Gains the red line and shoots it right back in. They change on the go. Andy Green for New Jersey. Long stretch pass to the Kings line. Parisi chops it in deep, chases it down with Doughty. They cancel. Puck taken by Gagne. Rims it around the wall. Knocked down by Zubris. Zubris feeds it out to Zhidlitsky. He winds a shot. Save is made through traffic. Gagne sends it around the wall. Zhidlitsky pinches. He's bumped off the puck, and the Kings race out of their zone with it. Lewis will chip and chase. Lewis and Salvador, and now Stoll the bump on Salvador. The puck cleared by New Jersey. Going to be an icing call on the Devils as Scuderi touches up. 8:35 left. Third period. 4-1 Kings. Kings lead the series 3-2.
Well, important for the Kings to continue to keep doing what they're doing. Keep the clock moving. Stay away from all the after the whistle stuff. Make the Devils just have to go out there and gamble. Let them use this stretch pass. As long as the Kings continue to remain aggressive in all 3 zones, the Kings are going to be fine going through the last 8:35.
Kopitar, Williams, and Brown are out. Doughty and Scuderi. And off the draw, the puck out to Doughty, right side to Scuderi, left wing boards. He'll flip it in down low. Brodeur turned it over to Kopitar, who feeds the slot. Brown moves in, a shot. He missed the net. Brown from the top of the right circle. Scuderi down low, gave it to Kopitar. Kopitar fighting off a check for Williams. Williams double team. Kopitar again with it. Threw it behind the net. Brown with it, now into the right corner. Back into the left corner for Kopitar. Kopitar for Williams. Williams pinned along the boards by Zajac. Salvador with the puck. Threw it in the corner. Pinching is Doughty to keep it in down low. Threw it behind the net. Williams is there. Williams double team. The Kings changing up. Good shift by the Kopitar line. And Zajac clears it ahead for Kovalchuk. His shot bounces on from center. Gloved by Quick. And a whistle. 7:46 left. Third period. Kings lead at 4-1. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to the Stanley Cup playoffs on the Kings Radio Network.
500 new business cards. That's 500 first impressions.
At Staples, we know your business printing is important.
30 copies of a killer proposal. 30 yeses to a career-changing deal.
So Staples certified print pros make sure it's perfect.
One new store sign, thousands of new shoppers.
Great business printing can be the difference between making a sale and missing one. For a limited time, buy 200 instant business cards and get 200 free. Order in-store or at staples.com/instant. Staples Instant Printing. Get it made today. Staples. That was easy.
I'm guessing you don't have dental insurance and you like saving money. Am I right? Well, you're not alone. Finally, there's a new way to save well over 50% on all your dental care. It's called Brighter.com. Now, it's not dental insurance. No. It's better. It's a buyer's club, kind of like Costco or Sam's Club. It gives you low pre-negotiated rates on all dental work by trusted local dentists near you. Memberships at Brighter.com start at just $9 a month. Listen to this. Brighter.com members can save over $100 on checkups, over $150 on fillings, and over $700 on crowns. Remember, all procedures are covered, and there are no restrictions, no waiting periods, and no maximums. Your acceptance is immediate. Sign up today and get a brighter smile with a free battery-powered toothbrush. This is a limited-time offer only available by calling 1-800-919-3200 now. Again, that's 1-800-919-3200. 1-800-919-3200.
.746 left. The Kings 4, the Devils 1 here in Game 6. The Kings leading 3-2. 18,858. Another record for a hockey game here in this building. And off the draw on the Kings end, Martinez around the wall for Jeff Carter. Jeff Carter for Matt Green. Green chops it ahead, and Penner will clear it out to center ice. Fane shoots it right back in. Matt Green again, reversing for Martinez. Around the wall for Penner. Penner turns, and he'll clear it past Ponikarovsky and down the ice. 3 first period goals by the Kings. They were up 3-0 after one. Jeff Carter and Henrique traded goals in the second period. Devils turn it over at the Kings line, but now Voinov's backhand pass to the right wing skips out of play. 23 King shots, 15 Devil shots tonight. We're down to 7:10 left.
Well, you look at a team, the Kings, all year the power play has not worked for them. In the playoffs, it really hadn't clicked for them. But it comes up in the biggest game of the season for the Kings. The power play takes over early in this one to set the tone and build the Kings a 3-0 lead on that major penalty.
Kings win the draw, get it ahead, and Williams will steer it in down low. Kopitar out with Williams and Brown. Outlet pass. Zhidlitsky goes all the way into the Kings' end. Willie Mitchell with it. Feeds it up the wall to Brown. Brown had to go off his stick. Eliash will dump it right back in. He'll chase it down with Willie Mitchell. They bump behind the Kings net. Now Zubris ran over Voinov, and Williams will clear it up the right wing boards and down the ice. This will be an icing call. Marek Zhidlitsky touches up. 6:36 left, third period. Face off in the Kings' end. 4-1, the Kings in front.
Well, you can tell the people in the building sensing what is about to happen, but they also know that there's a lot of time left on that clock. Kings have to manage it well. New Jersey's going to throw everything and everybody at the net. They've got to allow their goaltender to be able to see the puck.
And off the draw, battle for the puck, and it winds up along the boards. Williams checked Voinov in a battle. Kopitar is there with Kovalchuk. Now Kopitar will backhand it out to center ice. Marek Zhidlitsky for Talinder. Bumped by Brown, and Brown will sweep the puck into the Devils' end as Brown continues to play physically. Did you expect anything else? Kovalchuk across to Talinder, left wing into the zone. A pass blocked by Doughty. Picked up by Richards, and Richards will clear it down the ice. Pick it up, at the Devils line. Can't get around the defender. Volchenkov with the puck.
Yeah, Volchenkov was very smart right there, anticipating what Richards was going to do. Chip the puck past him. He took away his lane and going after the puck.
Cross-ice pass by Volchenkov in the neutral zone. Goes off Jeff Carter and out of play. 5:47 left, third period. 4-1 Kings. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to the Stanley Cup playoffs on the Kings Radio Network.
All right, folks, time now for an Ice Cap playoff update here on NHL Home Ice. I'm Ryan Payton, back to L.A. for what looks like the start of a long party. But, of course, final whistle hasn't sounded yet. Off-ice news around the NHL. A familiar Oiler is back in the fold in Edmonton. As the club announced, they've hired former head coach Craig McTavish to be the team's senior VP of hockey operations. The Bruins have agreed to terms with two players. Chris Kelly, it's a 4-year deal at $12 million, and Gregory Campbell, his is 3 years at $4.8 million. And this just is not right. A volunteer head coach in Newfoundland, Canada, says that he'll appeal his 1-year suspension and $2,000 fine for his junior hockey team after letting them take their university exams rather than attend the opening ceremonies at the end of a season tournament. Brian Cranford, he's been voluntarily coaching the team for 20 years. Again, he's been suspended for 1 year. He will appeal. So far, the appeals have been rejected, and they now have to be submitted to Hockey Canada for review. Thought education was the most important thing. Anyway, he has my support, and Chris Badorf's. I can see him looking at me. All right, let us now return to Game 6 in La La Land. Kings and the Devils in front of 18,858 fans. Time is winding down in what looks like the last game of the NHL campaign. The Kings in control, up 4-1, up 3-1 in the series. Actually 3-2 in the series. Here once again, Nick Nixon and Darrell Evans.
The crowd says it all. 5:47 left, third period, 4-1 Kings here at Staples. At center ice, face off. The Devils can't get it in deep. Loose puck, Clarkson with it, and as he carried it over the line, they were offside. Ponikarovsky.
Well, you have to give the Devils a lot of credit. They battled back. The first time since 1945 that a team was able to battle back after trailing by 3-0 to force a Game 6. It wasn't from a lack of effort in this one. An unfortunate penalty really put them on their heels. And after that, there's just been no chance for them to get into the Kings. Kings have done a great job at settling into their game plan.
Face-off winds up into the Kings zone. Scuderi around to Doughty. Flipped it around the wall. Williams tipped it high slot, and it bounces off Brown and Clarkson to center. The two go tumbling as the puck winds up at the red line. Williams comes together with Volchenkov. Devils into the zone. Clarkson with a shot. Save is made. Went through quick and missed the far post. And the Kings try to get a handle and clear, and they do. Volchenkov at the red line will hammer it in. The puck rockets around the wall. Rob Scuderi settles it down. Gave it to Doughty. Doughty for Jeff Carter, and Carter will flip it down to the Devils line. Under 5 minutes to play. Into the zone, Elias. Checked from behind by Mike Richards. Scuderi with the puck. Got it around to Voinov to Jeff Carter. Back to Voinov, and Voinov will clear it high in the air and down the ice. Looking around Staples, I would venture to say most people are standing. 4.5 left to play. Devils get it in deep. Willie Mitchell down low with Zajac. Lewis is there as well. Puck now to Parise. Parise sends it out to the right point. Zhidlitsky feeds the high slot. Kovalchuk tied up, and the puck cleared by Jarrett Stoll. They pulled the goaltender. The net to our left is empty. 4-1 Kings. At center ice. Kovalchuk on a shoot-in. 4 minutes left. Quick for Willie Mitchell. Mitchell up the wall, not out. Zhidlitsky, a shot, blocked. Stoll will clear it to Dwight King. King tripped up, penalty. King feeds it in front, empty net shot. Lewis scores! Can you start to taste it right now? Trevor Lewis at 16-15 into the empty net. And the Kings are up 5-1 with 3:45 left to play.
Well, you look at that play when the puck went back to the point, that whole line collectively, King, along with Stoll and Trevor Lewis, they all went after to get in that shooting lane. They blocked it, retrieved the puck, which led to an easy empty net goal for Lewis.
And even more fans are standing here at Staples. Kings, Matt Green, shot, score! Right after the Trevor Lewis goal, the Kings dump it in, feed it out to Matt Green, and his wrist shot beats Martin Brodeur. 6-1 Kings.
Well, you knew that last goal by Trevor Lewis into the empty net really took everything out of the Devils. They were stunned and they didn't react. Matt Green with a great shot into the net.
Trevor Lewis and Matt Green, goals 15 seconds apart. Playback underway. The Kings will tip it down the ice. 3:20 left to play. 6-1 Kings. Jordan Nolan working down low. Tied up. The Devils out of their zone. Ponikarovsky will dump it in. Retreating is Martinez. Sends it around the boards for Gagne. Gagne to Fraser, and Fraser will clear it to center ice. Andy Green slaps it right back in. Matt Green will lift it up and out to center ice. Under 3 minutes to play. Fane on a shoot-in. Quick. A fabulous postseason run in goal for the Kings. He's only allowed 8 goals in 6 games. Leaves it for his defense, and the Kings will clear it down. Up ice pressure. Penner on Andy Green. Green gets tripped up. They let play continue. With the puck, Fane. On right wing, Fane will wrist it in. Scuderi for Doughty. For Mike Richards to Jeff Carter. Carter to Penner, and Penner will get it down the ice. 2:14 left to play. 6-1 Kings. There is no doubt now. Devils dump it in. Voinov down low in the corner. For Dwight King on left wing to Lewis. Can't clear. Shot Clarkson blocked. Rob Scuderi backhands it to Stoll, who clears it down the ice. Under 2 minutes left to play.
Good play there by Jared Stoll, making himself available. An easy out for the defender. He just tips it out into the neutral zone to relieve the pressure. And
we're down to 1:40 left.
And the Kings will just continue to keep chipping the puck in, stay on the defensive side of things. New Jersey now, they're just going to work the clock off. They're down by 5 with 1.5 minutes left.
Devils clear. Brown 3 points tonight. Tried to get it in deep. It hit a skate. Ponikarovsky's pass broken up by Williams. Puck winds up to Matt Green. Green around the wall, knocked down Ponikarovsky centers, deflects wide. On the near boards, a shot by Zhidlitsky is blocked. 1:10 left. Here is a pass up high to Talinder. Talinder dishes off one-timer, saved by Quick. He robbed Zhidlitsky on the one-timer. 1 minute to play in the game. The Kings are going to win the Stanley Cup here in front of the hometown fans. Zubris centering pass, blocked. Zubris gets it back. Holds on, feeds it across, broken up. Kopitar springs Brown out of his reach. And Brodeur out to play it to center. Devils tip it into the Kings' end. Scuderi lifts it in with 30 seconds left. Andy Green's outlet pass. Eliash at the Devils bench. Back for Andy Green. To Fane. To Zajac on a shoot-in. 15 seconds left. Doughty sends it around, held in. Andy Green a shot, kicked out by Quick. 10 seconds left. Puck behind the Kings net, centered by Parisi. The long wait is over. After 45 years, the Kings can wear their crown. The Los Angeles Kings have won the Stanley Cup. Everybody on the ice rejoicing to the left of goaltender Jonathan Quick's net here in the third period. The Los Angeles Kings have won the 2012 Stanley Cup. A 6-1 win here, a decisive win over the New Jersey Devils. The Kings win the series 4-2. A Stanley Cup championship for the Los Angeles Kings. The handshakes now at center ice. Of course, a great Stanley Cup tradition. One of the Kings leading the handshakes, Rob Scuderi. Congratulations to General Manager Dean Lombardi, Head Coach Daryl Sutter, the entire Kings organization. It was 45 years in the making. The Los Angeles Kings have won the Stanley Cup. That sounds good, Daryl, doesn't it?
It sure does. Just been an unbelievable journey for the Kings. It had a lot of ups and downs through the course of the year. But in watching this team over the last 3 months, the way they matured and come together, it's great to see them win this and win it here in Los Angeles. You can tell just the excitement in the fans. This is a huge moment.
And right now, Jonathan Quick shaking hands with Martin Brodeur. And you have to wonder if a torch is being passed right there. The fabulous four-time Vezina Trophy winner, three-time Stanley Cup champion Martin Brodeur, congratulating words for Jonathan Quick, who is 14 years Martin Brodeur's junior. The handshakes continuing here at center ice. 6-1 the final here tonight. The Kings winning the Stanley Cup. And their captain, who set the tempo in these playoffs 2 months ago with his physical play and offensive prowess, caps off a remarkable individual playoff year for him with 3 points to lead the offense, a goal and 2 assists here tonight. Three goals in the first period, Brown, Carter, and Lewis. Jeff Carter again in the second period, and to close it out, Lewis and Matt Green here late in the third period. The Los Angeles Kings have won the Stanley Cup. We'll take a timeout. We'll have the ceremony and the presentation of the MVP and the most cherished trophy in sports when we come back. You're listening to the Stanley Cup champion Los Angeles Kings Radio Network.
It's time to join the kingdom.
Kopitar shoots, he scores!
The pride, passion, and power of the LA Kings in high definition on Fox Sports West. With the addition of Mike Richards and Jeff Carter, the Kings' time has come. Don't miss a minute of the action as they strive for a new crown. If you can't make it to the game, we'll bring the game to you. Kings hockey, all season long on Fox Sports West.
Had enough of the hassles of parking at the airport? Then park at the parking spot, conveniently located just minutes from LAX Airport. Our yellow and black spotted shuttles pick you up at your car and whisk you right to your airline terminal. And save time while you're away with our car care services. For more information, visit theparkingspot.com. The Parking Spot. We have airport parking covered.
Stephanie Miller here. Can Ovation Cell Therapy really make your hair healthier, shinier, grow faster? Ovation Cell Therapy really works. It works for me, and it works fast. Ovation Cell Therapy transformed my hair. I now have several friends who've started using it. They all agree it really does work. Ovation Cell Therapy will make your hair thicker.
Congratulations, two great teams.
Back here at Staples Center, let's go down to center ice for the presentation of the MVP.
Of the Conn Smythe Trophy as the most valuable player in the playoffs is Jonathan Quick.
Jonathan Quick wins the Conn Smythe Trophy. MVP. The Milford, Connecticut native, 26 years of age in his 4th NHL season, wins the playoff MVP, the Conn Smythe Trophy. The trophy presented by Commissioner Gary Bettman. What a postseason for Jonathan Quick. A record of 16-4. One of the lowest goals against ever in playoff history. And in just a few seconds, the Stanley Cup will make its appearance out at center ice. Here it comes. From a captain who grew up in upstate New York to a 35-year-old defenseman from Western Canada, a centerman from a small country in Europe, Slovenia, a goaltender who right now is the greatest goaltender in Kings history, to a head coach who ran into fate 6 months ago and wound up putting all of the pegs in the right holes. They are all forever linked to Stanley Cup lore. The Los Angeles Kings, moments away from doing what they have dreamt about, driving and skating around home ice, Staples Center ice for the Stanley Cup.
Sports. It takes hard work and determination and great fans. It starts at the top of any organization. Phil Anschutz, Tim Lywicki, Dean Lombardi, Lou Robitaille, Darryl Sutter, and most importantly, these great players. 16-4 through a playoff run. 1 road loss, knocking off the top 3 seeds in the West. An amazing performance. It's my honor to present the Stanley Cup to Captain Dustin Brown.
Commissioner Gary Bettman with Dustin Brown, and now Dustin Brown hoisting the cup. And he'll be the first of many to grab a hold of the Stanley Cup and go for a courtesy skate around the ice here at Staples Center. And who will he hand it off to next? The elder statesman, Willie Mitchell. Signed as a free agent 2 years ago. And now Simone Gagne, who played the last 4 games, coming back from a concussion. Simone Gagne carrying around the Stanley Cup. For most of these Kings, this is their first championship in their careers. And now Andre Kopitar. 8 goals, 20 points for Andre Kopitar. Only fitting that he and his line mate Dustin Brown shared the team lead in playoff scoring. And now Matt Green for this chance, and Matt goes right out to center ice. And Matt hands it off to Jarrett Stoll, who came so close for the Edmonton Oilers 6 years ago. And from Stoll it goes to Justin Williams, whose name is already on the Stanley Cup. A winner with Carolina in 2006. Mike Richards. That's the way to cap off your first year with a new team.
You got it, Johnny?
Mike Richards, 6 years in Philadelphia, hands it off to his former Flyer teammate and good friend Jeff Carter. 2 goals here in the deciding game for Jeff Carter, who winds up with 8 in the playoffs. The Los Angeles Kings winning the Stanley Cup here tonight at Staples Center, 18,858, and believe me, nobody has left the building. Carter to Dustin Penner. And Penner, a member of the Anaheim Ducks in 2007 when they won. And now Jonathan Quick, the playoff MVP. The Stanley Cup never looked better. And Drew Doughty at 22, the anchor of the Kings blue line, former first-round pick in 2008. And for Rob Scuderi, his partner, who won it 3 years ago with the Pittsburgh Penguins. The second time Rob has planted a kiss on that Stanley Cup. And now Colin Fraser, who was with the Chicago Blackhawks when they won 2 years ago. Colin Fraser hands off to Brad Richardson. And to Trevor Lewis. A game that Trevor Lewis will never forget. He wins the Stanley Cup, and he gets 2 goals, his second and third of the postseason. So effective on a line with Dwight King and Jarrett Stoll, and now they hand it off to Alec Martinez, one of many Kings on this championship roster that was drafted by the Kings. And Alec Martinez gives it off to Slava Voinov, the rookie defenseman who, like Doughty, is only 22. And for Kyle Clifford in his second year with the Kings. And to rookie Jordan Nolan. Recalled with Dwight King late in the season, and boy, what an impact they had, those 2 youngsters. And Nolan will give it to Dwight King, his roommate in Manchester in the AHL. Dwight King setting up the true Trevor Lewis goals here tonight. Kevin Westgard As the Kings take their turn, hoisting the Stanley Cup here at Staples Center, a 6-1 win over the New Jersey Devils. Westgard to Jonathan Bernier. Kings' first-round pick in 2006. And to Davis Gruiski, who, although didn't play much this year for the Kings, was with the organization the entire season. And now to Andrei Loktionov. And to Scott Parse, who's had 2 hip surgeries the last 2 years. The Los Angeles Kings are the first number 8 seed to win a Stanley Cup. They were up 3-0 in all 4 series. That's never been done before. They took out the number 1, the number 2, and the number 3 seeds in the West to get to the finals. Dean Lombardi, the Kings general manager, has a sign outside his office. It says, "Some are born brothers, others have to earn it." The 2012 Los Angeles Kings have certainly earned it. And they are indeed brothers in arms. The Los Angeles Kings have won the Stanley Cup here at Staples Center, and they salute the crowd. Daryl Sutter now grabbing the cup and hoisting it up high, and the crowd reacting. 6 months on the job. John Stevens gets it from Daryl Sutter. And off to Jamie Compon, assistant coach.
There's no stopping us right
To Bill Ranford, who won it as a player, and like Jonathan Quick, was playoff MVP when he won it with the Edmonton Oilers.
Shoots up through the stony ground. There's no room.
And now the Kings' Jarrett Stoll is going to hand it to general manager Dean Lombardi, the architect of this championship team.
And you're not moving anywhere. You thought you found a friend to take you out of this place. Someone you could lend.
The Los Angeles Kings finished the Stanley Cup playoffs with a remarkable run of 16-4. They never trailed. We mentioned a few moments ago they were up 3-0 in all 4 series, and now the team picture on the ice at center ice here at Staples with the Stanley Cup. Here in the deciding game of the Stanley Cup final, the Kings scored 3 power play goals in 4 minutes. Brown, Carter, and Lewis up 3-0 after 1. They go on to win it 6-1. They take out the New Jersey Devils 4-2. Again, Jonathan Quick, the MVP of the 2012 Stanley Cup playoffs. The team photo has been complete. Daryl Evans is down on the bench. I'm not sure if Daryl has anybody right now. The players will be joined momentarily by members of the media, family, and friends on ice level as the Kings continue to celebrate their Stanley Cup championship. Let's go down to Darrell Evans.
Thanks a lot, Nick. I'm down here with Jonathan Quick, the Conn Smythe Trophy winner, Stanley Cup champion. Jonathan, talk a little bit about what you're feeling right now.
It's an amazing feeling. I couldn't be more proud of the group here. You guys worked so hard for so long, and it's something that we have to earn every step of the way. It's the best feeling ever.
Well, it didn't come easy for the Kings. It was a battle going through the entire season. The number 8 seed, the first team in that seeding ever to win the Stanley Cup. What you guys have overcome this year has just been remarkable.
Yeah, you know what? We didn't really look at it like that going into it. We were just playing one game at a time, and like I said, I couldn't be more proud of these guys, the way they worked, and it's pretty incredible.
And I know for about the last week or so, getting this 4th victory in this final series, it seems like it's taken forever. Talk a little bit about how that was going through games 4 and 5.
Nothing this great comes easy, so we had to earn it. This 4th one was a tough one all spring long, and you got to tip the cap to New Jersey. They worked hard. They gave us their all, and I'm just so proud of these guys there.
You look at hearing the fans here tonight. Can you tell they've been waiting for a while?
Oh yeah, man. They've been like this all season, all playoffs, and it makes for such a great atmosphere to play in front of, and I'm happy for them that they get to enjoy this. We win it on home ice for them.
All right, Jonathan, first, congratulations on being a Stanley Cup champion, the Conn Smythe winner. Go enjoy your championship.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Darrell Evans with the playoff MVP, Jonathan Quick. As the celebration continues here at Staples Center, the media now allowed on the ice to conduct interviews, get pictures. Family members will follow. The Los Angeles Kings have won the 2012 Stanley Cup. 6-1 the final here tonight before 18,858 fans. Want to thank our on-site producer, John Traconis, tonight. Our network producers, Kevin Figures and Bill Clare. Boy, nobody has left the building, it seems. The Kings have won the Stanley Cup. The final score here tonight, Kings 6, the Devils 1, the Kings win it 4-2. Stay tuned for the post-game show coming up next. Doughty, a shot, score!
Los Angeles Kings Stanley Cup hockey has been brought to you by Bud Light, the sure sign of a good time. Here we go. Barry's Tickets. Call 877-YO-BARRY or visit barrystickets.com. Children's Hospital Los Angeles. Ranked best on U.S. News and World Report's prestigious honor roll for 3 years in a row. Wells Fargo Bank. Whatever your financial goals, Wells Fargo is with you. Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far.
Shoots, scores! Jared Stoll wins the series for the Kings.
Kings hockey is also presented by Coke Zero. Enjoy a refreshing slap shot to the taste buds and icy cold Coke Zero. Toyota, moving forward. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Fans' choice. Kings fans save in LA at Staples. That was easy.
Kopitar with it. Around one man in on goal. Shoots, score!
Coming up next, the Kings postgame show. Right here on your home for the Los Angeles Kings.
Nothing came easy. The early hours, long drives, in cramped quarters, drills that would never end. The teams got better, so did the competition. And your love of the game grew stronger. Then, one day, you're the one. The dream, the drive, the draft. Friday, June 22nd at 7 Eastern on the NBC Sports Network. And Saturday, June 23rd at 10 a.m. on NHL Network.
A Kings goal is always exciting. Something else always exciting is winning at San Manuel Indian Bingo and Casino. With 3,000 slot machines, poker action around the clock, and high-stakes bingo, winning at San Manuel comes in many forms, just like at a Kings game. When you're ready for some winning excitement, get over to San Manuel and Highland off the 210 freeway. Must be 21 to enter casino. Please gamble responsibly. San Manuel. Like them on Facebook. Follow them on Twitter.
Fun party, but it's getting kind of late.
We could keep the party going at McDonald's.
Okay.
Great. Let's get a nice cold drink or something. Oh, man. Hope she orders a small drink. Small.
Welcome to McDonald's. Large Diet Coke, please.
Oh, boy.
That'll be $1. And for you, sir?
Nothing. Wait, did you just say $1?
Uh-huh.
Really? You know what? I'll have a large Coke.
Any size soft drink at McDonald's is just $1, including Coca-Cola, sweet tea, and Dasani bottled water. $1 fits all at participating McDonald's, a la carte only.
Hey, LA Kings fans, come by your local Hooters restaurant to watch LA Kings games on high-def TVs with the world-famous Hooter Girls. They also feature a full bar with a late-night happy hour, and the kitchen is open until midnight every night. Don't forget about their Tuesday all-you-can-eat wings night, and kids eat free on Sundays. Visit westcoasthooters.com for more details. Hooters, official sponsor of your LA Kings. Hooters makes you happy.
Oh, yeah! It's time to join the kingdom.
Crocodile shoots, he scores!
The pride, passion, and power of the LA Kings. In high definition on Fox Sports West. With the addition of Mike Richards and Jeff Carter, the Kings' time has come. Don't miss a minute of the action as they strive for a new crown. If you can't make it to the game, we'll bring the game to you. Kings hockey, all season long on Fox Sports West.
Join the excitement and spirit of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Sign up for the LA Kings Beardathon and start growing and raising funds for the Kings Care Foundation today. Sign up and start pledging and fundraising at lakings.com/beardathon. That's lakings.com/beardathon.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to push the button. Time now for the Los Angeles Kings postgame show. Here's a look at the game stars, a recap, highlights, and complete coverage of the first ever Stanley Cup for the Kings.
Quick save and a beauty right there is best of the game.
Now your Stanley Cup champion announcers, Nick Nixon and Daryl Evans.
Back here at Staples Center, the celebration continues on the ice. The players, the Stanley Cup, family members, media, as the players see their families and loved ones come on the ice, they're going over to embrace them, only to be expected. Let's go down to Daryl Evans.
Thanks a lot, Nick. I'm down here with Drew Doughty. Drew, congratulations, you're a Stanley Cup champion.
Thank you. It's a great feeling. So happy right now, and just pumped.
You know, you look at this game, everybody expecting a tight game, but the whole complexion got changed with that power play. A power play that really hasn't had a lot of success in the postseason. It come up when it needed to.
All the guys on the power play knew we needed to step up at some point, and we did a great job of that tonight, and it's a big reason why we won.
The atmosphere in this building, incredible. You look at Game 4, you guys had a chance here, weren't able to do it. Coming back down here and doing it on home ice has got to be something special.
Oh, yeah, the fans have been great all year. To do it in front of them, to do it back here in LA, and in front of all our friends and families as well, we're just so happy right now.
And you look at Jonathan Quick's playing net. Not extremely busy tonight, but the Conn Smythe winner. A great year, and one of the reasons, along with the rest of your teammates, that you guys are here tonight celebrating this.
Oh, yeah, it was very well deserved for Quickie. He deserved it without a doubt, but at the same time, you know, all the boys put in an effort to win this cup all together, and it was a team effort.
When you look at the last few days building up to this, you had a couple of opportunities to close it out. It didn't happen. The focus from the team tonight seemed very strong right at the beginning. You took charge right off the bat, and there was no looking back.
Yeah, we knew we slipped a couple times trying to close it out, and tonight going into the game, we just wanted to make sure we came out hard in that first period. We did that, and then after that, it was just about continuing to push, and win the game.
And what's this mean in the growth of this young team?
It means so much. We still got a lot of these guys back next year. The team's probably going to be a little bit different, but going into next year, we're going to have to be a lot better.
All right, Drew, congratulations on the Stanley Cup. Go enjoy it.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, Nick. That's
All
Drew
right.
Doughty.
Thanks very much, Daryl. We'll check back with you momentarily when you can grab another one of the Kings. 6-1, the Kings clinching the Stanley Cup. here tonight. Dustin Brown leading the way offensively. Such a force throughout the playoffs. Winds up with a goal and 2 assists here tonight. Trevor Lewis with 2 goals. And the top 3 scorers for the Kings in the regular season were their top 3 scorers in the playoffs. Anze Kopitar, Dustin Brown, and Justin Williams. Again, the players have scattered on the ice. Their families and friends and loved ones are with them, celebrating. Lots of hugs, lots of kisses. And the Stanley Cup being passed around now to the scouting staff of the Kings, the lifeblood of any organization. Jeff Solomon, who works with Dean Lombardi in the front office, works on the contracts, is down there. 45 years in the making, the Los Angeles Kings, Stanley Cup champions. They beat the New Jersey Devils in 6 games, 4 games to 2. And right now, let's go downstairs. We've got Darrell Evans and the captain, Dustin Brown.
Thanks a lot, Nick. I'm down here at Kings captain Dustin Brown. Dustin, congratulations. It's been an unbelievable ride. What's the feeling like?
There's no words. I don't care what language you speak. There's no words that describe the feeling. We worked hard. I mean, like I said, I don't know. There's nothing I can really say to explain it.
And yourself, an outstanding playoff. Been a little bit cold on the goal sheet side of things, but tonight 2 huge goals in that first period, or pardon me, a goal and assist. The second one become an assist out there. But just a great start. You look to your best guys to get things done, and you led this team as being their captain.
I think ultimately we've had depth scoring, but your best players have been your best players all playoffs, and I've been struggling on the offensive side of things. I just stuck with my game tonight. It paid off.
And you look at this New Jersey team, they gave you guys a real battable, big, strong, physical series, but you guys were able to prevail. Doing it here on home ice in front of your home crowd has got to be a special thing.
Yeah, I mean, we would have liked to have done it quicker, but doing it on home ice is something, I don't know, man. This city's been waiting for this for 45 years, so yeah, it's hard to explain.
And I know in the last couple of days you've talked about it, what it would be like to hoist the Stanley Cup. Well, now you've been able to do that. Tell a little bit about how that was feeling, putting that thing over your head.
It's something I'll remember the rest of my life, and yeah, you guys can ask all the questions you want. The damn answer is going to be the same damn answer. I don't really have words to explain how I'm feeling right now, and again, you know, to be the first King to touch that cup and do it on home ice is something I'll remember the rest of my life.
All right, Justin, well, go enjoy the damn cup.
Thank you.
All right, Nick, back up to you.
Well said, Darrell. Well said. Dustin Brown, the captain of the Kings, started being a physical presence right from the get-go in the Vancouver series 2 months ago, and he finished with a flourish here in the deciding game of the Stanley Cup playoffs with a goal and 2 assists, and led by example, and no question about that. We'll take a timeout right now. The post-game will return here at Staples Center. The Los Angeles Kings have won the Stanley Cup. They're the champions for 2012. They win tonight 6-1. We'll take a break. You're listening to the Stanley Cup champion Los Angeles Kings Radio Network.
What if I told you 1 in 5 Americans infected with HIV don't even know they have it?
With early diagnosis and treatment, you can live a long and healthy life.
And you know what? People who take their medication regularly reduce the risk of transmission by 96%.
96%. That's pretty amazing.
June 27th is National HIV Testing Day.
To find an HIV testing center near you, visit greaterthan.org.
Together, we can be greater than AIDS.
Today's Gold Bond rescue mission, itching for a birdie. I'm on the 10th green with Sam.
Hey.
And right now, he's sweating a tricky downhill putt from 9 feet out.
That's tricky because I'm all sticky and itchy.
That's why I'm giving Sam the powder with the power, Gold Bond Body Powder. The encapsulated menthol protects skin, absorbs moisture, and relieves itching.
Now if I miss, it's all on me.
Relax. Gold Bond keeps you cool under pressure.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Think Gold Bond.
This stuff works.
I'm guessing you don't have dental insurance and you like saving money. Am I right? Well, you're not alone. Finally, there's a new way to save well over 50% on all your dental care. It's called Brighter.com. Now, it's not dental insurance. No. It's better. It's a buyer's club, kind of like Costco or Sam's Club. It gives you low pre-negotiated rates on all dental work by trusted local dentists near you. Memberships at Brighter.com start at just $9 a month. Listen to this. Brighter.com members can save over $100 on checkups, over $150 on fillings, and over $700 on crowns. Remember, all procedures are covered. And there are no restrictions, no waiting periods, and no maximums. Your acceptance is immediate. Sign up today and get a brighter smile with a free battery-powered toothbrush. This is a limited-time offer only available by calling 1-800-606-9500 now. Again, that's 1-800-606-9500. 1-800-606-9500.
Nick Nixon, Darrell Evans back here at Staples Center. The celebration continues. The Los Angeles Kings, 2012 Stanley Cup champions. The players at center ice with the family, friends, media, photographers, and of course, the Stanley Cup is there as well. A reminder, after the postgame, we will have Kings Talk tonight. I'm sure you have a lot to talk about, fans. 877-KING-08, 877-546-4708. Our friend Eddie Garcia is going to start it off, and then Darrell and I will join. We'll probably do it from Staples Center for a while. We'll go across the street. Maybe we'll wind up at your house. Down at center ice, Jeff Carter with the cup again, posing with it. The Kings defeating the New Jersey Devils in 6 games, 6-1 the final here tonight. The final shots in the third period, the Kings wind up with 4 for a game total of 24. And for the Devils, 8, a game total of 18. Jonathan Quick finishes his MVP Conn Smythe trophy-winning playoff season with a record of 16-4. He gave up only 8 goals in the 6 games in the Stanley Cup final. That says it all right there. He was a little bit better, a lot better tonight than the 4-time Vezina Trophy winner, Martin Brodeur. Brodeur finishes at 14-9 here in the playoffs. Let's go downstairs. Darrell Evans.
Thanks a lot, Nick. I'm down here with Jared Stoll. Jared, congratulations. An unbelievable feeling on a hard-fought battle.
Yeah, it was. It all came together. Our fans here, our families on the ice, our brothers who we play with all year long to battle, and we needed our best game tonight. We got it. We worked hard, and we all deserve this. We know that. It feels so good right now.
And you were once earlier in your career on the other side of things. Being on this side's got to be unbelievable.
Oh, it's crazy. Way better than I ever thought, and that cup's pretty heavy when you're tired. It's such a good feeling.
And you look at the guys, it's your teammates, your brothers on the ice. You could just tell that this group has been a special group all year, and to have it come to an end like this is a special year.
Yeah, even though we had some tough times, but we stuck with it and kept pushing, and we made the playoffs. We knew we could do some damage. We knew we had the group in the room, and maybe we were the only ones that believe that, but hey, it doesn't matter.
And you look at that first period, you guys got off to a great start out there. How tough was it maintaining that pace the rest of the game?
Once we got that first goal, that helps a lot too, and it gives us that extra energy, that extra push, and that power play was huge. Obviously, to get 3 goals and get the lead like that.
Well, Jared, congratulations. Go enjoy your Stanley Cup. Great job.
Thanks, Darrell.
All right, Nick, back up to you.
All right, thanks very much, Jared Stoll, who came so close when he was with his current teammate, Matt Green, when they were teammates in Edmonton back in 2006. Postgame continues here at Staples Center tonight. Darrell Evans will be grabbing a couple of other players, I'm sure, in a few moments. Let's take a timeout right now. We'll take a break. We'll be back. You're listening to the Stanley Cup champion Los Angeles Kings Radio Network.
Your next prescription could help save a life. AHF Pharmacy is California's only full-service pharmacy, giving customers an easy way to give back just by getting your next medication. 96 cents of every dollar goes to treating people with HIV/AIDS in Southern California. With multiple locations, AHF Pharmacy fills any valid prescription, offers automated 24-hour refills, e-prescribing, free home delivery, or easy pickup. Get your next prescription filled at an AHF Pharmacy. Visit ahfpharmacy.org or call 323-654-0907.
Shaquille O'Neal for Icy Hot.
If you've got pain, you need the patch.
The Icy Hot Patch. Powerful, targeted, fast-acting pain relief that stays put without the mess. Icy to dull the pain, hot to relax it away. In a variety of sizes. From back, shoulders, knees, even arthritis. So you're covered whenever and wherever you're hurt. Stop pain right at the source with Icy Hot Patches.
Pain's no match for the Icy Hot Patch.
For temporary topical pain relief, use only as directed.
I will never forget the day my son Jeremy told me he hated me and slammed the door in my face. I'm behavioral therapist Janet Lehman. Behavior problems can turn the child you love and your life into a nightmare. That's why my husband James and I created the Total Transformation, the step-by-step program that shows you how to fix the worst behavior problems and get your child to respect and listen to you again. No matter what the behavior, defiance, backtalk, angry outbursts, disrespect, we can help you stop it. Now you can get the Total Transformation for free. All you need to do is get the program and let us know how it works for you. You can keep it forever for free.
Limited number of free programs available. Call now, 1-800-891-9035. 1-800-891-9035. That's 1-800-891-9035. 1-800-891-9035.
The Ovation Nation phenomenon is growing by thousands of satisfied customers every week. If Ovation Cell Therapy didn't deliver on their guarantee of thicker, stronger, and longer hair growth, friends wouldn't be telling their friends how great Ovation is. And they do.
Ovation is the best thing since sliced bread. I really like the results I've gotten. My hair is fuller and seems to grow much faster.
I love Ovation. It's worked better than any other hair products I've tried, and I've tried a lot. Ovation is one of those products you want to tell all your friends about.
For thicker, stronger, longer, and healthier hair, simply log on to ovationhair.com to learn how to stop the breakage from harsh chemicals and overprocessing. Restore dry, brittle, damaged hair. Log on to ovationhair.com and click on K-Talk AM 1150 at checkout for a special introductory discount.
Ovation Cell Therapy really works. Guaranteed. Log on to ovationhair.com and remember to select K-Talk AM 1150 at checkout for your special savings.
ovationhair.com.
The celebration continues there at Staples Center. Dustin Brown with a cup and friends and family. I get a kick out of the little ones. Dustin's wife, Nicole, now joining their three boys. Some of the players are taking their youngest children and trying to put them on top of the cup. It is actually a cup on top, where various things have been in there over the years. We won't get into that right now, but it seems like every time a little one gets put inside the cup to take a picture, they get a little bit upset. They are a little bit too young to understand the moment that is unfurling here at Staples Center. The Kings, the Stanley Cup champions, as they beat the New Jersey Devils here tonight by a score of 6-1. A lot of the fans were able to brush away the pins and needles from their seats early on when the Kings built a 3-0 lead with 3 goals in 4 minutes, all on the power play in that first period. Brown, Carter, and Lewis. Carter again in the second period, and then Lewis and Matt Green to close it out. Let's go downstairs to Darryl.
Thanks a lot, Nick. I'm down here with Trevor Lewis. Trevor, an unbelievable feeling. Describe what you're going through.
Oh, my God. It's unbelievable to share it with this group. I mean, we're a real family in there, and it's awesome. It's unbelievable. I can't even put in words.
Did you ever think you'd score 2 goals in the final game of the season to win the Stanley Cup?
I mean, I talked about it when I was playing road hockey as a kid, but I never thought it would come true, but it's the greatest feeling in the world.
And you look at this team, contributions from all different guys, goaltending, defense, third line, fourth line, everybody outstanding. But tonight, with the season basically on the line, the big guy stepped up when it counted early on and took advantage of that power play.
Yeah, I mean, Brownie was unbelievable. He's been unbelievable all playoffs all year long.
What's it feel like to lift that cup? How heavy did it feel when you put it over your head?
I think I almost tipped over backwards, actually. I was just trying not to fall, or I was shaking. But it's the greatest feeling ever.
And Jonathan Quick, seems fitting that he wins the Conn Smythe Trophy. He's been really the heart of this hockey club through the course of the year.
Yeah, you can't say enough about that guy. I mean, he's unbelievable. He's everything for this team, and he played great tonight, and it's unbelievable for him.
Thanks a lot, Trevor. Got Alec Martinez here now. Alec, a great feeling. Congratulations, you're Stanley Cup champ.
Yeah, it is unbelievable. So proud of these guys. You know, we had a lot of ups and downs this year. Team never wavered. We always stuck with it. Had confidence in our team, and you know, it's unbelievable. Congrats to you as well. You better.
No. You talk about the guys believing. You guys as a group on the ice believing in each other. But you look up here in the building, look at the people that have believed in this organization for so many years. It's got to be great to win it in front of them.
I think I saw it signed 45 years. Something like, it's unbelievable. I mean, for the city of LA, they've been waiting a long time for this. And it finally blew it. And obviously would have liked to do it a little bit sooner. But to do it here at home in front of the fans, in front of this city, it's unbelievable.
And you probably learned a lot. You had a couple of opportunities prior to tonight to be able to close out the Devils, but that last win, as they say, the toughest one. You guys learned, it seemed, each game from Game 4 to Game 5, you were better, and tonight you come out and put an exclamation mark on it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we obviously have had limited experience as a team, but you know, we learned a lot throughout the playoffs. Game 4, obviously, like you said, toughest one to get, and. You know, I'm just, like I said, I'm so happy these guys. It's unbelievable. I don't know what else to say.
And, you know, you look at Daryl Sutter, a great, huge impact on the team when he arrived here in December. But you also have to look back at what Terry Murray did for the last few years together. Those guys did a great job at forming this club to what we're looking at here, Stanley Cup champs.
Yeah. Stanley Cup champion! That was Cliffy there. Yeah, like you said, there's been so many guys that have been a part of this process, from management, coaches, players. Guys have been around in this organization a lot longer than I have. I've been fortunate to be around the past few years. You know, obviously, Terry was a big part of this. Daryl did an unbelievable job, brought his intensity. You know, we fed off that, and you know, I couldn't be happier for him as well. So, like I said, there's so many people that are part of this, yourself included. So, I mean, it's unbelievable. This is awesome.
All right, Alec, congratulations again. Go enjoy your Stanley Cup champion.
Awesome. Thanks, Daryl. Appreciate it.
All right, Nick, back up to you.
All right, thanks very much. Alec Martinez, part of that trio of young defensemen that the Kings can build around for a number of years. Martinez, Doughty, and Voinov. Jarrett Stoll now going for another skate with the Stanley Cup. Still thousands of people left here at Staples Center. A good, 30, 40 minutes after the Kings clinched the Stanley Cup championship by beating the New Jersey Devils by a score of 6-1. We're going to wrap up the postgame right now, but Daryl, stay down there. When Eddie takes over, we will get to more interviews and Kings Talk, which follows next here on K-Talk AM 1150. Our flagship, 877-KINGS-08, 877-546-4708. Once again, we thank our on-site producer throughout the season. Just tremendous work, John Traconis. Great job, John. Congratulations. To our network producers, Kevin Figures and Bill Clare. They help coordinate everything back at the flagship and for the radio network. Tremendous work, gentlemen. We appreciate it. We always do. Wonderful. Thanks again very much. And for Daryl Evans, this is Nick Nixon saying so long and good night from Staples Center. Again, Kings Talk is next. Eddie will take your calls for a while. Daryl and I will come in. We'll be all over the place. 877-KINGS-08. More interviews as well. 877-546-4708. The Los Angeles Kings are Stanley Cup champions. They beat the New Jersey Devils 4-2. They put an exclamation point on Game 6 here tonight with a 6-1 win. Dustin Brown, a goal and 2 assists. Jeff Carter with 2 goals. Mike Richards and Drew Doughty, 2 assists each. Dwight King, the rookie, had 2 assists, and Trevor Lewis had a couple of goals. Kings are the Stanley Cup champs. Kings Talk next up on the flagship. So long, everybody. Have a great summer. You're listening to the Stanley Cup champion Los Angeles Kings Radio Network.